I want to see the ant meme.
Hello, everybody out there. This is the Crystal Tomb. I am kcStranger. These are my meming players brought to you by XSplit Broadcaster. Once again, still not actually sponsoring us, but I'm going to keep advertising for them anyway.
Or, you know what? OBS, if you want us to stop free broadcasting for XSplit, send us the check. Until then,
You heard it right here.
We're advertising for XSplit for free. That'll teach you.
These are some aggressive moves. I like it.
All right. So last time, the party started down in the hideout of the cultists of Sheena, where they had managed to murder everything. After that, though, some blood and some bones reacted with the symbol. A scary monster creature from nightmares came out. It gobbled up Johann, and then they all left. As part of leaving, they did make an effort to try to get somebody to heal Cain, but he died at the gate of the church, so they left him there. And then, I love this version of the story that I'm telling. And then they very quickly moved on and went to visit Alistair's father, Alistair Redthorn Sr., did in fact gather that although there were still some zombies and such about, things were getting cleaned up after they seemed to have knocked out the leader of the operation. So they spread out the Redthorn's crewmen, and towards the end of the session, one of those crewmen ran up to the group and said that although he didn't see anyone of the description they were asking for, he did see a dwarf who he didn't recognize, and detected signs that perhaps somebody invisible was with them, which seemed odd. The party immediately concluded that this must be the person they were looking for. So they...
Why else would you tell us that?
Yeah. I would never do misleading things as a GM. Yeah. So they all took off, and now we are at the docks, about to see what goes down. So everybody, please roll initiative, except for Cain, because you're dead.
I was just typing that too, the character, as you said that.
Rip Cain. Hey! That's what we needed to see. No, Halil.
Damn.
What? Guys, please.
Oh, that last one's for Gamork.
Oh, it's a 9?
13.
Oh, okay.
I get initiative. I get advantage on initiative rolls.
Oh, who?
So that's why I rolled twice. And then so Fallon got a 9 and Gamork got a 13.
Okay. So I think... Oh, is somebody not on there? Okay, so Colleen is not on there. So let me add... Come on. No, I can't, like, get up to the... I have to, like, actually move Colleen down in order to click on Add Turn. There we go. And you got a 14. What's your dexterity, Colleen?
The mod is 3.
Okay, so you're actually above Lana then. And let me see who else there.
Fuck.
Oh,
sorry.
Alistair.
Sorry, stream.
Language.
Yeah, my bad.
I mean, we are rated appropriately for you to be able to say that for what it's worth.
Perfect.
Okay, Alistair. Oh, you got a 19.
Yeah. I rolled. Oh, I didn't click on my token because I'm a bad person.
Yeah, that's fine.
Doesn't count.
Okay. So there we are. Alistair, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I'm going to do some math, mostly.
Okay.
30, and then...
Oh, wait, no, that's not what I want.
30, and then... Oh, all right. Casey, you tell me if this doesn't work out.
Okay.
I move 30 feet, which I think is... was that 25 or is that 30?
That's 25.
That's 25.
Okay, so one more. And then I'm taking the dash. Oh, I can't take the dash action.
Not if you
Because
want to do
I'm
something.
going to use my. Yeah.
Dissection.
So I put my portal where it will be 30 feet in front of where I was.
Okay.
And then the other one goes 60 feet from that. So. Probably like there. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Just because we're going to need to be able to run afterwards.
What if you had put it 25 so we could make it through?
Can anyone not make it through? Clean, I guess.
Rip. She can. Yeah.
All right. I'll pull
Should've
this one
been
back 5 feet too.
Oh,
Then.
what else?
Actually,
this one.
wait. Let me think about
Everyone
this.
but Clee can make it. You're fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Whatever. You're. Well, no, I'm thinking about moving through people's space, but actually, you're totally fine.
All right.
Well, I didn't
and then
know if
I
you
pop
had
out
any.
here, and I'm going to keep the portals open.
Okay, wait a minute. So you're using 25 to get there. Do you want to like step away from the entrance? have another 5 feet.
Yeah, that's right. So I'll move diagonally here. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll move diagonally here.
Okay.
No, go first.
Less
You're right.
lateral.
Never mind. That's the right way.
All right.
I did it.
So.
And I'm going to keep those open.
Okay. So you run out, and you stand at that point.
I imagine that I'm running and popping the portal up as I run, and then I just continue my run through it.
Okay.
So it looks really cool and cinematic.
Yeah. You do exactly that. You know, you sort of shimmy in between all your party members. You're like, you say, "I got this." You know, you throw up your portal, you dash through it, and you step to the side. All right.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, Fallon, once I open the second one, that I lose the first one.
Well, and if not, I'm sure Casey would retcon it on the spot. So
Yeah.
just kidding.
I assume they're like concentration things, so. Actually, you know what? It just says they remain open for 1 minute. Maybe I can keep both sets of portals open.
Casey going, wait, what? Huh?
Okay. Okay. Let me see here. Alistair, give me a perception check. Actually, everybody give me a perception check, but all of you have disadvantage except for Alistair.
Does this Gamork smell anything?
Oh. Lana's gonna get it too.
Damn it, my rolls. Am I handicapped? Be honest.
Okay.
I need to do Gamorks real quick.
Nat 20 Gmork.
17 Gamork.
Nat
Alright.
13 Gmork.
So, nothing. I have nothing to share. That being said, like, here's a question mark. Make of it what you will. Okay. That brings us to Colleen's turn.
And I can't make it to the portal.
You can. I moved it
If you
5
dash,
feet back.
you can. Oh wait.
I moved it 5 feet back.
Yeah, you can just barely make it.
I guess I'll dash and spend my whole turn going places.
So if you just use your normal movement, you will like appear on this spot. If you want to go any further, then you've got to dash. Okay, so are you wanting to dash to there then?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Come on, guys.
Anything else?
Go.
Nope.
All right. That brings us to Lana's turn. So she is going to... Huh? Okay. She is going to go 15, and then another 15. So, all right. So Lana will step through the portal, and then come down to. I have to. All right. So it's to there, and you hear her sort of shout in a commanding voice, "Stop! We have some things we need to ask you." And you see as the dwarf just and the dwarf responds, "Just let us go," and continues to work untying the boat. And so getting that response, Lana is going to go ahead and use, I believe she's in range for this, but let me check. Oh yeah, she's totally in range. All right.
So it's a long range.
Yeah, she is going to use this. So let me see, and it's at 4th level. So that's 7, 9, 11 d8.
Yeah, this would be a perfect time to have that spell prepared, wouldn't it? Weird.
All right, and let me see what happens based on that. Okay. I don't like this music for this. I'm just gonna turn it off. All right. What is this?
We need a jolly old sailor shanty.
Yeah, I really do. I didn't look one up though because I'm bad.
Is there a tavern nearby and just hear the sounds of voices?
Anyways, I'll try that. If that one doesn't work, then I'm done. But okay, so she casts this spell. You see a wave of power come out from Lana's rod. I know. But yeah, anyways. But the dwarf stays on his feet. You see him sway a little bit, but then he opens his eyes back up and goes right back to what he was doing. All right, it's Gamork.
So he can make it 11 feet to the thingy. And then once he's here, it's 30.4 feet to there. Is that good enough?
Yeah, you can go there if you want.
There.
without
Okay.
dashing.
Okay. So. Oh, if he dashes, can he get up on the boat?
Yeah.
Okay,
'Cause
he's
you have
up on the
another 40
boat.
feet if you dash. Oh, he's just going right in there.
Yeah.
Go, Gamork, go!
Okay.
And then that was last out work.
What'd you say?
He's not getting away.
That was the last out work as the man sailed off.
Okay, so that's what Gmork does.
All right. And yeah, so Gamork goes charging through the portal, runs all the way out, gets next to the dwarf and preys to strike. You see him sort of jump back and give a huff. Fallon.
Let's see, I'll make sure I get my measurements right here. So that's 20 feet, and then I could go right behind Lana, I think. So I'm here.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to cast silence around him. Does anybody have a problem with that?
It's interesting. I'm not going on the boat anymore, but it's interesting.
Okay. What is the area that you want to cast? Like, where do you want it to be centered? What is it, a 20-foot radius?
Hold on, I was going to do the spell card. Maybe, if I can. Did it do it?
Yeah, 20-foot radius. So let me go ahead and draw this.
And not a strength check.
Oh, it's a thunder damage. Let's go.
No, shatter. Why?
So,
Okay, so it looks like this.
okay.
You just don't want me to AoE any more of your pets. I get it. That's fine.
Yes, please don't AoE my pet. I guess kind of right on the boat. Like,
God, I hate shapes in Roll20. All right.
I could copy it and
So
Isn't that a 10-foot radius spear?
Oh, it is. You're absolutely right. I drew it. I was thinking diameter instead of radius.
Yeah. I got you.
All right.
I wanna
God,
hold
it's
this here for you.
huge.
5, 6,
I'll
7, 8,
I'll do it in the other way as well. There we go.
2, 4.
Alistair, you messed up.
All right. There
What?
we go. That's more like it. Okay. So actually, with this, you can pretty much cover the entire boat. Like, do you want to do it like that? Or do you
Yeah,
wanna, like,
that
move
works
it
for me.
over- Do you want it like that? Or
Sure. Why not? Most, more coverage, more bars, more places.
okay.
'Cause it's-
Sounds good. Okay. So that's it then?
Yes.
All right. So let me see here. The dwarf will shout, "Hey, keep your pet out of my face!" And
he
he's,
won't.
Out.
He can't. He's in silence.
oh yeah, it's right. Okay. Duh. I'm an idiot. All right. You see him open his mouth and go. And when he realizes what's going on, he just bends down, and you see him untie the last of the lines that are actually keeping the boat moored to the dock. And as he does this, you'll remember from last time that there was a pretty strong wind that was blowing out away from the shore. So you see the wind catch the sails of the boat, and it starts to lurch away from dock. I'll be representing that in a bit, perhaps, but for now, I'll leave it where it is. All right. And then he sort of turns and braces himself defensively against Gamork. So actually, let me think. Yeah, probably take a full action. So, Haleo.
Mhm. Let's see. What is the dash action? Okay, I found it finally.
Yeah, you
Just
move
you
your
get to move
speed
twice,
again.
basically.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna spend a key point so I can use dash as a bonus action instead,
Okay.
and it doubles my jump distance.
Okay.
So, 5 foot into the portal.
Okay.
So I come out there, and then I'm just gonna. Well, actually, just to double check, how high is the boat compared to the dock? Like, if I were to jump.
Yeah, it's actually at a pretty similar height, only very slightly higher at most.
All right, then I'm gonna go for it. Gonna
Yeah.
run and jump.
Yeah, and actually, with a running jump, you get and you're doubling your jump, so you can totally make that jump.
Sweet.
All right.
It's your strength score.
So you're just running and jumping like straight like this.
But yeah, just to get onto the boat, really.
Okay. It might matter, so I just want to make sure. Are you running along my arrow or along your arrow?
I prefer mine as long as I'm not about. Yeah, I prefer mine.
Okay, sounds good. So as you run and jump, I'm gonna go ahead and move you because something's gonna happen.
Okay.
As you run and jump and get to about this point, or actually here, you actually collide with something, and you feel it go tumbling underneath you as you roll to this point.
But it looks hilarious because we
Ow.
can't hear it.
And actually give me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
I'm super
Good at
ungrateful.
those, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna say that, I mean, this is gonna be a pretty minor penalty, but you lose 10 feet of movement as you're righting yourself after a slightly sloppy landing, but you manage to avoid like falling prone or anything.
All right.
So let me see, you've moved 5, and So 40. So 55 is what you move. What's your base movement?
I moved 5, and then that would be 35, so that'd be 40 total.
Right. I'm calling it an extra 15 beyond that. So 55 is what you've moved.
I think his base movement's 40, so I think he can go 80.
No, it's 45.
Oh, 45. Holy shit.
Yeah. So you have another 35 feet of movement left, is what I'm saying.
All right.
So and it did.
Then take 10 feet back and then go 10 feet forward again, just because you can.
It's a little bit difficult to tell, but you feel like you knocked somebody over with what you did right now.
Okay. Well,
Stay on top.
I can think.
Think big spoon.
Actually, am I right next to the rudder?
Yes.
So I could try and just like turn the boat, crash it into the side.
You could try.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Well, at the moment, because it looks like we're about to start setting off, I don't want to go too far.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if I can try and turn the boat, well, yeah, steer to, crash into something. So we
Okay.
stop.
I mean, do you just want to?
Or so that
Do you want to like
Yeah, the
turn it so that like
the sail
try to
isn't
move in
catching the
this
wind
kind of
or something.
direction or something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You do that. I will take that into account as the boat moves. All right. Okay. And actually, at this point, anything else on your turn?
That's pretty much about all I can do, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah. And as you jump back towards the rudder again, you do feel the body of the person you seem to have knocked over. I'm gonna say that you're actually standing here on the boat based on that. And okay. So now is when the boat moves. So it's gonna go kind of at an angle.
Bye, guys.
For splash. Yeah.
Me, Gamork, the dwarf, and the invisible guy are all going off.
All right, and I can't really. So at this point, consider it to be like at a slight angle. It's not 45 degrees yet, so I don't want to rotate it all the way. But it's spinning to sort of become that way.
It's more like that, or that sort of angle.
Yeah. All right. So that brings us to Alistair.
All right. I have a couple rule questions for you.
Okay.
Super fun rule questions. One, would I know, do my portals stay on like a surface if I put them on a surface? Or do they like hang in the air in one spot?
From what you've observed, they seem to be connected to like a location in space, basically.
Okay. So they will, if the boat moves, then they might not be under the boat anymore.
Correct.
Turns are 6 seconds.
Yeah,
How long is it taking this boat to move?
And then also, can I keep 2 sets of them open at the same time? It doesn't really matter at this point, but I'm just wondering.
You do drop one to create a new set.
Okay. There. I guess I can just grab one of these. I might have to check the math real quick.
I think that's fine.
That's 60, 22, 22. Okay. I'm going to delete the other one up here just for sake. All right. So I pop open another portal.
Okay.
And I actually go the 22 feet and then like, I guess it's like more right here because the boat's turned a bit. So.
Yeah. I mean, you've got a little.
You may go there instead?
Yeah, probably. Oh, I'm just thinking. Yeah, because the way I have the boat oriented, like one person could definitely fit in the front.
I figured this was a spot, but this is not because of the way the boat's turned.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's fine.
All right. All right. And that is what I do, and I keep those open.
Okay. At this point.
Actually, I tell the guy to unfurl the sails. Unfurl them. Or furl them. I don't know which one. My character's a sailor though, so he does. So he does the right one.
I believe it's Furl.
For all those sails.
All right, and he just sort of looks up at you and says, "What the bloody hell are you people doing?" And at this point, yeah, all right. Oh, okay. Then you feel a lurch of movement. Haleo, you feel the person you've been tripping over get up and move. Do you want to try to punch them as that happens? Or
Yeah.
do you want to try to attack them as that happens?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, why
Okay.
not?
All right, you can roll an attack with your reaction then.
Ah, shape, moving. Hit it.
That is a miss.
Yeah.
All right. So
I didn't hit him, guys. I haven't been the aggressor yet.
I didn't hear you miss, so it's okay.
We thought you were just giving a good fist pump for making it on the boat.
It's like,
You're
yeah.
excited. Yeah.
all right. It'll be 2.
You were trying to end in like an 80s movie freeze frame.
All right. So at this point, you so those of you on the boat and those of you off who are paying attention, notice a figure shimmer into existence.
Oh.
And
Hey, it's a Dragonborn.
and he holds in his hand
Oh.
a black staff with some curling golden horns and
Ah,
sort
fuck.
of an onyx ball.
Would you
stuck
say like
into
maybe a scepter?
It could potentially. It could actually,
Scepter-like?
Yeah, it is somewhat scepter-like.
It just looks like it belongs in Fallon's pants.
It might be more at home there. And so he.
Wait, does it look like the fake scepter we had actually? Because we've seen a fake scepter.
I don't remember dragon horns.
It looks
Curling
vaguely,
horns.
It looks vaguely similar.
Okay.
But okay, wait a minute. I gotta. Wait, what's the geometry on this? Does this actually work? Hold on a sec.
He loses movement when he stands up.
Wait, he does?
Isn't standing up half your movement?
I think
I guess it is. I forgot about that. Okay, so he can't move that far. So what he's actually going to do is he's going to come to here.
Oh. Almost got him. Almost stopped him from casting a spell this turn.
Well, all right. So he's actually going to do it in this direction.
Through the silence, really?
Yeah, through the silence.
I feel like you're metagaming us, Casey.
He is
Oh.
outside of the range of the silence, sir.
Shit, I forgot I have
Well-
no spell slots
he
left.
knows he's outside.
Here's my question though. Would he know that I cast the silence? To be
Yeah.
to be
I don't
targeting.
think he cares about the
If
silence.
he was paying
dude.
attention, he
Yeah.
might know. But
My last thought to Gumork was get him.
all right. So what he's going to do is he's going to raise the scepter, and he's going to point it sort of in this generic direction, and say, "Restrain your fellows, then stand still." And that command will affect Fallon, Haleo, and so the people in range are Fallon, Haleo, and Lana. You watch as Fallon and Haleo sort of shudder for a moment as they're overtaken by the compulsion of his command. Lana, strangely, you see her sort of shake herself and continue headed towards the boat.
Hold on, can I just ask, because the silence thing is here, it says nothing can pass through. Surely I am inside, and
Oh, wait a minute.
I can't hear.
Something can be created within or pass through.
Haha.
Hey, Halil can't hear his words.
So-
Neither might,
Okay.
Fallon might not either.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
So
So
the Dragonborn made a mistake. Perfectly natural. These things happen.
Like teleporting, taking a portal onto a boat when you have 0 spell slots left.
Just use
Thinking
your
about
ring of
this.
light.
I don't have no spell slots, but I have almost no spell slots.
everything within me wants to retcon this.
I know.
You see it in your face.
Oh,
Because he would know what a silence does, even though I wasn't paying attention. But
How about you roll that give him an intelligence check?
all right, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Why are you
roll
giving him an
roll
out?
20.
Let me see here. He's got
Okay.
to make a 14 intelligence check. That's pretty high, actually.
Oh, he's smart.
Okay. So what he's actually going to do is he's going to back up. He can't do that, but I'm going to hold him to his general action. He is going to issue that only at Alistair.
Good. I'm gonna get you guys.
Oh God, Alice is coming for me.
So I get no save, right?
Correct. You must obey the command, restrain your fellows, then stand still.
Perfect.
The
guess
one-armed guy.
I guess I don't know Alistair's turn though, because I haven't heard it.
All right, Colleen,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Nobody actually, I guess, would know.
Well, Gamork can keep him busy running around the boat. He won't be able to restrain
So
it.
you're coming
Pop
from
out
there. So you've got another. Yep. Okay, that's fine.
And I will cast Hideous Laughter on him.
Okay, on the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
What does
Nice.
that do?
Okay.
It's the best.
He has to make a Wisdom saving throw. What's your DC?
I'm at 15.
Okay, so he makes it. So yeah, you come up and you ready your spell and throw it at him, and you see as his face starts to break into a weird grin, and then you see this rage bellow up from inside of him, and he shakes and looks at you and sort of hisses.
Well, I've done all I can do.
All right, so that will bring us to Lana.
Eldritch Blast.
So at this point, yeah, that's what she's gonna do. So yeah, sure, we're all getting on this boat. Lana will go 10 feet into the portal, and then sort of step over here, and she will cast this.
Oh.
So that's a Constitution saving throw. And that's a fail.
That's not gonna do it.
So
What's that bonus though?
He's a sorcerer. That's what that means.
oh wait a minute, would she do that? Oh, she would.
I
like that we're
I think she
rethinking
would
it
do
because it hit.
Yeah, that's fine. All right.
I just-
Sorry, like the problem is I second guess myself all the time, like in fucking real life.
I'm probably being a jerk making those comments. I'm just being silly.
No,
Don't-
it's
Yeah.
Don't
fine.
take it
I'm being a
personal.
little bit of a scumbag. Okay, so he totally fails. Oh shit. Okay.
Damn.
So yeah,
3/8.
Lana comes out. You see this sort of greenish black energy wash over and then sort of fall almost in a glob over this guy who shudders and almost seems to wither under the energy. And yeah, she fucks his shit up pretty good. All right. And it's now Gmork.
Gamork is going to do that.
Okay, is this also against the Dragonborn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So that will be. Yep, that's a hit. And actually, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, no, it's only Mork in range. So, okay. That's 22 damage. And let me make sure.
I think it added the critical hit damage to that.
Oh,
in
right.
case
So it's
you rolled the crit.
17.
Yeah.
Oh,
Still
okay.
real good. Still real
So
good.
17. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
that
no,
looked high.
You're fine. I just.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, okay, so it's 12 and then the DC 12 for the, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you do. Okay, all right, so yeah, Gmork sinks his teeth into him. You see, again, more sort of purple, green, colors come around the wound. And by the way, this Dragonborn he's a red Dragonborn, but you do notice the pronounced white streaks sort of going through, not exactly his hair, but, the sort of...
Does Alistair know that red dragonborns are fire resistant?
You might.
Can I make a
What?
check?
It's reasonable that you might. I will say that.
I'll make a check. That's fine. I just wanted to know.
Well,
No, I
this-
think you probably would. Okay, and
Okay,
DC
cool.
12 Constitution save.
What are you doing?
Oh, because of the poison bite.
Poison
Okay.
bite, man.
So he does make the save. All right. Anything else for Gmork?
No, he stays right there.
Okay. Why is there a blue circle?
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay. Fallon.
So I believe, I assume I can make it onto the boat too.
Yeah. It's 15 feet through the
Yeah,
boat.
unless you're crippled.
I believe I can make it there. What else?
Well, you'd have to go through two people's space, so I'm gonna say no. You can get on either side if you want. You could maybe get to here.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go there.
All right.
And let me make sure I have what I think I have. Oh, you know what? Crap. I can't cast that second silence. So I'm deleting my...
Concentration.
Well, you
Well,
definitely
it is-
can't if you're standing in one silence.
That's also true, but I don't have the spell slots. I just used my
Gotcha.
second one. I must have used one before. I can't remember, but I think I did a big heal and it sucked. So from here, since Fallon can't cast silence again, he's going to be upset about that. But he's going to do crap. Sorry, got all messed up.
Okay,
Floop.
so if you stand there, you do potentially have an unfriendly in your face while you're doing that, which would impose disadvantage. If you wanted to move to here, you could do that for free.
Can Gmork see me if I'm over here?
Yeah. that's
Okay.
fine. Okay. All right. So yup, you floomp, you hit, roll damage. 11. Okay. And
Gmork gets to attack.
Yes. Go and roll that attack. That is a hit. So another 15. And it's a strength save. Okay. And the Dragonborn fails. Gmork has him pinned to the boat. So
Okay.
Both. He's considered restrained.
Cool.
All right. So we get to the dwarf, and he sees what's going on all around, and he's like, all right, I'll bring the boat in." And he reaches up to unfurl the sails and
Well,
and sort of there's an oar on the side of the boat. He will attempt to, so he is clean, he's moving out of your space if you want to attack him, but what he's doing is heading to this side of the boat to grab an oar to start bringing it around.
No.
Okay.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
No, because he walked into your space, but he's not walked out of it.
Okay.
All right. Haleo.
Well, I don't trust this guy, so I might as well take a step forward
Okay.
and give him a few good old, give him the old 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know,
All right. Go ahead and punch.
pummel him a bit.
That's a hit.
And I'm gonna flurry of blows it because then it's gonna be fun.
Well, let me see here. So,
Oh, unless he's already dead.
so are you attempting to kill him or to knock him out?
I'm trying to knock him out. Yes.
Okay.
I would like.
So yeah, you step up. Gmork already has him pinned down. So you just sort of bring your foot around and whack it against the side of his head, and you watch as that blow is enough to send him into dreamland. So
Grab the scepter. I am the king.
well, you can grab the scepter. You grab the scepter.
No, I'm not going to touch the scepter. I've just knocked him out.
Okay. You do watch though as his hand sort of opens and the scepter rolls into the middle of the boat. So let me ask at this point: is anyone interested in attacking the dwarf?
Oh, no, not that.
Am I still compelled?
You are still under a compulsion.
Okay.
So actually, we should
keep an initiative order then.
Yeah, we should stay in initiative. So all right. So Haleo, you've made one attack. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm happy.
All right. Alistair, it's your turn.
And I don't think anyone heard what happened before because of the silence. They were on the other
Gmork
side.
did. That's it.
So I'm gonna move up, and I'm gonna attempt to grab Colleen and throw her through the portal,
Okay.
which I believe is a shove action.
Yeah. How does that? Are there rules for that? I can get that.
I think it's opposed athletics or acrobatics. I think you can do either. There is a rule. I don't have my player's guide up right now.
Yeah.
Is it disadvantage because of the one arm?
I'm just gonna go ahead and look it up. Oh wow.
Dude.
There's actually an entry in the glossary called shoving.
Yeah, no, I said it's actually a shove action.
Okay. So, Alistair, you roll athletics, countered by Colleen's either athletics or acrobatics.
Good thing I'm proficient at athletics, boys.
Ooh.
So athletic.
Wow.
All right. So, Alistair, you come around and grab.
Do I need to
Colleen.
go here to push her through? I'm not sure.
No, because I'm going to say you actually sort of reach around.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to go to here.
One more up. That's fine.
You sort of reach around behind her and just grab her and shove her through the portal. Let me see. So, Colleen, you go tumbling through like this and come out the other side right there. Let me see here. And actually, yeah, Alistair, sort of falling in line with your motivation for doing this in the first place, I am going to rule that you also drop your portal.
Okay, I was trying to think if I would drop it before I threw everyone through, or if I would wait until
No,
if I dropped after one. That's fine.
And she could step back through.
Okay,
So
then I dropped the portals and I turned to Fallon.
all right.
I say nothing.
All right, Colleen.
That's rude. How far away is the boat?
Has the
from
boat
dock?
moved too? Yeah.
Oh, right. The boat should have moved. So at this point, the boat is going to be.
We're on our way, boys.
Looks plausible.
Kind of like this. So you're going to be like.
Just rotate each
here.
individual token too.
Is the silence zone still there?
The silent zone
It's
is
there.
still exactly where it's marked. So this
No one
is
can hear you, Colleen.
something like this.
Everything
like
looks
that,
really
like
odd
that.
now.
Maybe I was trying to save you, Colleen. It's okay.
No, I just feel left out.
I wanted you to be safe over there.
Hey, I can hear things now.
Yep.
Now if I punch someone, it makes a sound.
Yeah, it wasn't a big bang attack before.
I really don't know what to do.
I mean, you don't
Just
have to
stand
do
there
anything.
awkwardly.
Opens the
Can you lob a
portals.
spell? Like over the dome of silence?
I use umbral form and I cross the river and go onto the boat.
Wait,
I can cross surfaces, including water.
wait, really?
Just
That's a
skipping
thing?
over it.
Can you show me the rules for that?
Anywhere a shadow can cross, basically.
I'm not seeing that actually. Oh, it
Though it
treats,
treats
liquids,
liquids as though they were
solid
solid.
surfaces. Okay. So yeah, you. Let me see. Now the problem is, I think it's out of range.
Yeah,
From
it's
my
only
understanding. Your
30
speed is
feet
only 30
movement
feet.
speed.
You can't get to the boat. You can
I know.
you
I'll
can
just float
be
on the
like
water.
the spirit of God and hover over the waters if you like.
Yep, that's my life.
Okay. So yeah, you may move up to 30 feet then. All right, cool. You are there. You are a shadow.
I did something.
Hope you don't lose concentration.
Well, rip Colleen.
I mean, you'll just fall in the water. It's not that bad.
Rip Colleen.
She can't swim.
Although
Rip Colleen.
it is at this point raining, and what was I thinking? Yeah, and the wind is definitely blowing pretty good. All right, so we are now to Lana, and she is going to use a thing to give her an extra spell slot. And then she is going to try this one more time. So Alistair, she's hitting you with a sleep spell. So that is again going to be...
All he was doing was trying to help Khalid.
Trying to keep her safe.
Lana's not quite sure what's up with Alistair at the moment. So she's just gonna put him out of commission quickly.
Which is why she's sleeping him instead of killing him.
That one works.
All right.
That'll do.
So she says, Alistair, what are you doing? And then she lets out the spell, and you watch Alistair slump down asleep. And then at this point, we're gonna at this point, is anyone actively looking to attack the dwarf?
Nah.
Maybe.
I mean, when your turn comes up, do you want to attack him? Basically, I'm considering going out of initiative order, but if you want to go after the guy, I will.
Okay. Well, okay. He's closer to the middle of the boat where the scepter is. That's my only problem.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll stay in initiative for now. I mean, because you are above him. So let me see. Lana. Actually, you know what though? Lana is going to do that, and then she is going to squeeze past, and she is going to pick up the scepter.
Oh, God damn it.
Actually.
Gmork was going to pick it up and bring it to me because he's a good boy.
All right. And then she picks it up and sort of holds it beside her and says, "Bring this boat around." And the dwarf sort of nods his head. You don't think she actually used the scepter for that command. Is Gmork doing anything?
He moves over behind Lana sneakily because Fallon is suspicious that she picked up the scepter.
Okay. She sort of looks down at him but doesn't give any other response.
He's very sneaky on the boat. The wolf patting over.
Yeah. So, all right. So at this point, good to leave initiative. Anyone?
Sure.
About that?
That's fine.
All right. So I will say that over the course of the next few seconds, the boat sort of gets brought around back towards the docks. You sort of swing out a little bit and then have to row it back a ways, but eventually you do bring it back to be moored close to where it was. Lana would be here. This guy would be here. Alistair
Just
is knocked
Jato
out
on
in the
the boat.
front. Except, wait a minute, I'm working. Something like this. Okay. And you are all in an area of utter silence, and the dwarf looks around at everybody and sort of puts his hands up.
Can I cancel my silence spell now?
Yes, you can. All right, so
I do it right. I snap my fingers right after I cancel it, so everyone hears me snap my fingers.
okay. And actually,
No, you need to start snapping, and then
So
You
we don't
know,
hear a
so
full snap. We
suddenly,
just hear
yeah.
like something. It's very weird.
No, that's not how I
That's
envisioned it.
fingers wake Alistair up.
Hey,
Alistair's
next time you cancel a silence spell, you can do it how you want to do it.
Alistair's a very light sleeper, so they hear the snapping.
Well, actually, so while that was all right, so go back in time slightly. While that's all happening, someone want to maybe restrain Alistair. He's acting oddly.
No.
well, yeah. But first, let's restrain this guy. I'm more worried about this guy, to be honest.
Good point. You, any complaints? And you see him sort of slouch, and he sits down, and I don't know, someone want to like tie him up or something?
No, not that guy. The unconscious dragon boy.
Oh, the unconscious dragonborn. All right, yeah, sure. You can totally tie him up. You got a rope, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys like
It's
first
him,
put
like-
him and Alistair in really funny positions together and take pictures?
Well, Alistair's only asleep for a minute, which is why Lana was immediately talking about Alistair.
Okay. Well, I don't care about tying up Alistair.
Let's tie everybody up.
Okay.
Old guy.
I have
red-
rope in
all
my
of them.
dungeoneer's pack.
All right.
Well, there's rope on the boat. I'm just cutting rope from the boat because I don't care about the boat.
Okay, so I'll say
Boat rope.
that you've got these two sort of up here. Or actually, wait a minute. Let's space them all out. So probably something like this. You've got like Alistair tied up in the back of the boat. You've got this guy sort of on a bench right here. Probably keep him away from the dock, actually. And the Dragonborn sort of tied up in the front of the boat. That's
Away from the dock. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. So like that?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, Alistair wakes up, and you see him actually, just to check. Alistair, give me a strength save.
KCY.
Okay. And you watch as he sort of strains against the ropes, and Lana says, "So we saw the Dragonborn bring this out. Anyone mind me using it to cancel what I think is a command on my brother?"
Yeah, but don't get used to it.
All right. And she sort of swings it around towards you, Alistair, and she says, "Stop doing whatever the last thing was you were told to do with this." And
Bark like a dog.
And at that
Fallon
point,
starts cracking up when Colleen says that.
that's hysterical. So at that point, you feel the earlier compulsion sort of drop away, and return to yourself a little bit.
Leo, would you mind untying these ropes now?
Hold on, we gotta make sure he's not gonna cause anyone any harm.
I mean, I didn't really cause much harm to begin with. Just threw Colleen through a portal. Sorry about that, Colleen, by the way. Magic and all that.
Alright, I think he's better.
Left me on the dock.
Did you stop to consider the emotional damage, Alistair?
I couldn't stop to consider anything. I was controlled by that blasted scepter.
I'll start untying him. Let's go.
Ask him what the safe word is.
Well, I am now even more in favor of destroying that thing.
Yeah, we'll figure that out, says Lana. In the meantime, and she turns to the dwarf. Care to tell us your story? And the dwarf says, look, if I come clean, will you promise not to attack me?
No. But we're usually pretty good about it. I'm just not going to make a promise.
Alistair, of all people,
So,
to say no.
and then yeah, I know, right? So Valance, don't worry about him. He's got one arm. Go ahead, spit it.
Okay, fine. I'm going to change my appearance. This is a disguise. Please don't react. Okay? So, and at that moment, his appearance sort of shimmers for a bit. And
Holy shit.
I react.
and okay. So where once you saw a dwarf, now you see a human man. He's got blonde hair, dressed in studded leather armor, fairly young looking, maybe early 30s. He has sort of a red cape that he's wearing, actually, and along with his black armor, and says, all right, we all good?
I mean, that's not really much of an explanation besides that you're not a dwarf.
Okay, fair enough. Yes, my friend and I had the Scepter of Command. We were on our way out. But, hear me out here.
That's a large butt, my friend.
Oh, baby.
I was the one who let you find us.
Explain.
If I had to guess, I would say that you followed the word of a small girl to figure out where we were going.
Can Fallon get close to him with a dagger out?
Sure.
That's what Fallon
Are you
does.
actively trying to intimidate him?
Yeah,
Go ahead and roll that check.
working on it.
Use your scary voice.
Okay. And as you do that, he sort of leans back and says, look. How hard is it to slit somebody's throat, right? I left her alive on purpose.
You still slit her throat, let's be clear.
Yeah, because my friend over there told me to slit his throat. It had to be convincing, okay?
That's not a good argument against what you did.
Well, I don't mean to, support his side, but if the only other option would be she would be dead otherwise, I presume. Right?
Fallon
That's the
is
idea.
staring at him with his dagger and says, "Who knows? We'll find out. Maybe we'll find out if I can be as careful."
Continue your story. So far, you haven't bought yourself any reprieve.
He sighs and says, look, I'm not from here, okay? And you see him, actually, those of you who are able to tell might see him sort of glance a little bit from side to side. Where I'm from, the powers that be are different. They pressed me into service as one of their agents and tasked me to look for the vestiges of Alkadir. I found one. And traveling with him, I left a trail you could follow.
Okay, so Fallon, what's in it? What's the benefit for you if we find you?
Not really much, except that I don't especially like the people I work for. So I figured if I could keep them from ruling the world even more than they already do, I'd give it a shot.
It sounds like either way you die. I don't mean that in a threatening way now. I'm saying that you either die because you didn't bring them it, or you gave it to us and you're going to die if we let you go anyway.
Well, if I stay on this blasted island, I might not die. If I leave on the boat without the scepter, then yes. Probably it doesn't go well.
Then why look for the scepter at all once you landed here?
Because I was with him, and because there are more of us around here. But now I'm kind of obviously in a jam, right? So may as well come clean.
Can I? Is he lying? Can I check?
Anyone who wants can insight check him.
Alright. No real dice, my bad.
I actually don't use this skill even though I'm trained in it. Gamork doesn't know humans, not a
Yeah, I'm not
spell.
really sure how Gamork is insight checking, but that's fine. I guess
Gamork and Valen are both confused.
Alright.
We're arguing amongst ourselves as to whether or not he's telling the truth.
So, yeah. He seems like he's telling the truth. Seems pretty earnest. He's obviously in a tough situation. Halal, as you watch him, you do pick up signs that how shall I put this? You get the sense he's got a pretty good poker face. Okay, like he has some.
He's not giving away much in
Right.
his facial expressions.
Right, exactly. Like he seems trained in that sort of thing. So that doesn't mean that you know he's lying, but it does mean that
I can't be sure if he's lying or
you
telling
really,
the truth,
you
really.
really wouldn't be sure if he was, in your view.
I guess like if you saw that, you would know he's at least actively controlling it. Like he's in control of everything, emotion wise. Gotcha.
Look.
So I don't
So
suppose you happen to know his story, pointing at the Dragonborn.
His story, Ertazun Zelexiadon, red dragonborn of the nobles of the Javit, killed his own father before joining the Ashal. Yes, I know about it. I've been traveling with him for a while.
was he too pressed into service?
Yeah, I'll spell that shit real quick. No, you could say that he volunteered. And actually, wait a minute. Let me actually copy this because there you go.
My God.
Dragonborn, man.
Ah, I got it right on the first try.
Accents and everything.
So this Ernie Salazar, where did you two first meet?
Tell us your meet cute.
Look, I'm not going to tell you everything because, frankly, you might kill me, they might do worse. Okay? That being said, we are agents of the Ashal, and I met him in the house of the Ashal.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, so what we know about you so far is you came from outside of Garoon. You captured a scepter and left us a trail that included an almost dead girl.
An
And-
almost dead girl, yes.
Almost dead girl. She's fine, by the way. But
Good, glad to hear it.
and then you brought the scepter of command and tried to leave the island. So
Question to the party. do we really want to let this guy go?
Well, if it were up to, are you asking that in character or out of character?
Why not in
Out of character for now.
Why not in character? No.
Yeah,
I mean,
what
you
kind of
can't
question is
communicate
that?
telepathically. Ask it in character. I'm gonna
Okay, fine. Fine. I look at the party and say,
Huddle?
I say, yeah. I say, guys. Yeah.
Just
the little
cast a
girl.
very small silence on him.
I say the little girl lived. Gracious as it was, but the big girl, Matilda, did not. This man is responsible, and this man shall pay.
You have no proof that he's responsible.
Who's Matilda?
I'm not sure the cult is.
Don't you say her name! Hope I didn't
Do you
wake
know
my
anything
kids up
about the
just now.
cult of Sheena? I asked the guy.
Sheena is obviously one of the gods. She has cultists. They tend to do rather nasty things to people.
Did you know that the cult of Sheena attacked Dale's Harbor just yesterday? Or earlier today?
I saw the signs of it on my way through, I guess.
And you had nothing to do with that, I suppose.
I mean, this obviously isn't going to sound satisfying to you, but no.
Well, if it were up to me, I would take you to the guard here and have them lock you up for the crimes we can talk about.
Okay.
But I'm not alone here. And so I'll look to the rest of the party. And I'll be like, what do you think?
Well, I think.
Shut up. Shut up, dead guy.
That's
Well,
right.
that
Kane's
seems
also dead,
reasonable
guys.
to me.
We forgot about Kane's dead.
I don't have any desire to kill him or see anything bad happen to him. So handing him over to the guards sounds reasonable.
Well, he's a shapeshift or whatever magician person who can look like different things, and he already has, I don't know, eluded the city to get to this boat, and we barely caught him.
When he dropped the disguise, was it clear it was like a disguise self spell, or was it something maybe more
Give me your
alter self? Or you've got it.
Seem like classic disguise self.
Okay. That's not too dangerous then, I guess. Colleen?
Do I have what now?
No,
An
just
opinion.
what do you think we should do?
There you go, Julio.
Well, we feel like he's telling the truth.
I mean, he seems honest to me.
Yeah, I think he's telling the truth. He might not be telling us everything.
I mean, I told you I'm not telling you everything.
But yeah, yeah.
I told you a fair bit.
Why does he keep intruding on our conversations, guys? Pissing me off.
Because we're on a tiny boat.
Hold on. What's your name? Did we get his name?
No, you
No.
didn't.
Oh,
didn't
What's your
ask.
name?
My name is Garion.
Ah, fuck. You can never trust a Gary.
Gary.
Well, I think we should let him go because he really didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, yeah, he's
I mean-
totally innocent. Just a bystander, really. I mean, let's just be clear about it,
I mean-
guys.
I know he didn't kill the girl, and he left her alive. He could have killed her, but what he did was still wrong. We all agree on that, right? I need you guys to say that out loud.
You know, Alistair, I think we actually agree on something. Yes. Would she have died if no one happened by to save her? Potentially.
Well, yes, I I think the girl may well have bled out had we not been there, but they knew that we were there.
But he could have also just not slit her throat.
He could have put some chalk markings on the wall, with leaving a path. Who knows?
Maybe he did. You didn't see.
Look,
Colleen, the grown-ups are talking.
Remember that trap you found in the room with the fake scepter?
yes.
Kyrian, do you know anything about that?
Trap? I mean, there were plenty of traps that you all set off in the basement that let us get past you and swipe the scepter. But I don't remember any in the room that actually had the scepter.
Exactly, because there wasn't a trap.
I have another question while we're debating this, I suppose. If you seem pretty, I guess, agreeable at this point. I guess your life's at stake, and you might as well be. But will the Red Dragonborn tell a similar story to you?
Is Alistair recruiting?
No.
I'm not sure whether the Dragonborn's self-preservation instinct will defeat his pride.
He wants to bring this item back, and you don't, though. That's the sense I'm getting from you.
He looks down and he says, "Look, my number one instinct under most circumstances is for my own physical well-being. When he asked me to slit the girl's throat, I mean, I obviously did it, but something held me back just a little bit. And now that it's potential death either way, I'd rather not see too much power get into the same set of hands."
Do they have more of the relics?
They have one.
Which one? If you know.
Well, I know what they use it for.
Keeping them an out there, huh?
Look, do you want to take me back somewhere? We can talk. I can tell you about the world, but...
Do we have to buy him dinner first?
Can
I'm just
Fallon
wondering.
kick?
It
Can
could
Callan?
be a long story.
Can Fallon kick the Dragonborn over into the water and say, "All right, let's go"?
You can certainly try that. I mean, I'm not telling you you can't do it.
Well, I mean,
I'm definitely in no position to stop you.
okay. So Fallon says, "What about the one who the bad apple that's ruining this little bunch?" And I nod to the Dragonborn.
And he says, "Him? Well, he's dangerous if you let him get on his feet and start doing things again. He's prideful, angry. He's higher up than I am in the organization."
So I
So you think
Fallon
he
looks
deserves
at.
to die, and you deserve to be let go.
I'm not saying a thing about
So
that.
Fallon says, "Hold on, Alistair, hold on," and he looks at Lana. And he says, "So Lana, maybe you could." And I look at the scepter and look up at her and say, "Give him a new purpose in life."
I just say
Lana
no.
looks at the scepter in her hand and says, "I'm thinking we should avoid using this except when absolutely necessary."
It does sound like a bit of a misuse of power.
What, to make him like a philanthropist? Whatever you guys call that.
People are who they are.
I see what
It's
you're
not
saying.
up to us to change it.
However, use of such artifacts has a tendency to rebound on the user in time, if you know what I mean.
We're not using the scepter. Lana is right.
And I said, now I want to know how Lana knows so much.
Well, that's...
I mean, you've seen what she can do. She's...
We all do things.
Yes, and we're quite spectacular at things, I would say. It's still raining, right? I kind of
Yep.
like just interrogating this guy in the rain.
Yep, it's pretty nice, moderate rain with a nice moderate wind. I mean, it's not like too much for you guys to have a conversation, but it's starting to get pretty uncomfortable.
That leather must be getting real heavy, real tight. I don't know.
Okay,
Does leather
so-
shrink?
So seriously, what do we want to do with the Dragonborn?
Hitting on him?
I think it's treated enough. Outdoorsy wear.
Kyrian says, "Well, I wouldn't count on restraining him for too long, is the only advice I'll give."
Yeah, so do we kill him?
I
No.
mean, I would say we give them both to the guard.
And, oh wait, let me think here. No, okay.
Actually, damn it. Well, isn't, what's her name still in this city?
The Thieves Guild lady?
Oh, no,
No,
Anya.
deep.
Anya?
Anya. Let's turn these mofos over to Anya.
The person who was with us when we entered the city.
I forgot about her.
How
It's been
could
so-
you?
I'd be fine with that too.
She'll mourn Matilda with me.
I'm also not saying this is the smart thing to do. I'm just saying I think it's the right thing to do.
I'm
Well,
less
if we
concerned
can't
about-
restrain the Dragonborn for long, like, I mean, what, like, I don't understand the implication of that, to be honest. Like, does that mean, like, we can turn him
mean,
over, or
ask
we
him.
can't? Ask who?
I mean, you can ask Kyrian, you can talk it out with your group.
Well, I
you
kind of
can-
meant to know what that meant from your perspective, because I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
I mean, I'm not going to give you out-of-game knowledge about what an NPC is telling you.
I mean, it's clear
Okay,
that he
fine.
was-
Well, okay, so Gyrian can turn invisible, him or both of them somehow. And they
Ah.
snuck around in that house, remember? And stole the scepter out from under us.
The only thing I'm going to do is encourage you to have this conversation in character because, like, again,
That's
it's not
the-
like you're instantly telepathically communicating.
That's in character.
Oh, that's
though.
in character? My bad. Sorry.
I
I'm
mean,
used to your voice
I-
changing.
we
It's
know I
I
can,
know.
the Dragonborn.
fine. You don't. It's fine.
I'm not 100% sure, but he seems like a sorcerer to me. He'll probably
It's-
have tricks, but if we bind both his hands and his gag him, might be able to stop him from doing most things. In fact, if he's not gagged, I'd recommend doing that now.
Seems like a lot of trouble.
What do you hope to gain from him if he can't move or talk?
I'm not
Just-
hoping to gain anything. I'm hoping to turn him over to somebody who might be able to restrain him for longer.
Do we really believe the authorities here in Harborsdale can hold this
Dale's Harbor.
Dragonborn?
Lana. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you can go ahead.
Lana sort of looks back at the city and then looks back towards you and says, "Actually, I'm not sure I do."
I was suggesting we give. I think that you made a good decision and said we should give them to Anya.
Basically, though, I don't know who they'll have to stay under our supervision. Anya came with us. She's not going to manage a tricky little person. And I look at Gary and I said, and that monster.
I said it's not the smart thing to do. I just think it's the right thing to do.
Lana.
I know the alternative you're toying with, and
The killing him?
yeah, it doesn't seem like that's not our place. Nothing has given us that right.
Lana.
We were just in a
shrugs and
heated
says,
battle with this monster, and Hileo barely pulled up from killing him anyway. If he had died in battle, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
But he didn't kill him, and so now we are having this conversation.
I don't agree with killing him in cold blood at all. That's
My blood's still pretty hot. I said,
Gyrian-
fine.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm done. Y'all go ahead.
Okay. Gyrian says, "Look, if you take his stuff away from him, bind him, gag him, there's probably not much you can do at the moment."
Yeah, I will go look for a material pouch at least.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's he got? What's he got? Loot him.
Am I right that he was a sorcerer? I guess. Like, can I tell the? I don't know if I can tell the difference between arcane spellcasters.
Well, you want to loot him?
I want to find a material
I wanna
pouch,
loot
and
him.
if I look for a spell book too, yeah.
Well,
Those
so
are
you do notice he's carrying a staff.
Okay, I will take. Yes, I would like to take the stuff away from. I don't want to like loot him for looting, but
Hey man, he's alive. He's not dead.
Yeah.
You're not breaking your
Don't-
fancy
don't-
made up code.
All right. So
I like how you call generic morals a made up code, which I guess is fair. It's correct.
Well, I'm just saying.
all right. So yeah, anyone who wants to sort of investigate his belongings can
Let's go.
give me investigation.
Oh, shit.
As I do that, I also asked Gary, and I was like, were you the one? Did you cast the disguise self on yourself, or did he cast it?
No, that was me.
So do you have materials I should take away as well?
He sighs.
Fallon says yes.
and says, "Look, my bag's right there. If you want to search me, go right ahead."
right.
All right. So as you search through Ertazun's things, you find the following. And that staff, which may or may not be fancy, but you find a staff. A cloak. 8.
God, not no stones. It's Kane all over again.
That's what he has.
So I will leave him dressed, obviously, but I'm taking the cloak off and kind of using it as a like kind of roll it up. Everything else inside the cloak, kind of like
And Fallon says, you know, Kane would like that cloak.
Okay. Oh, he also has money.
Money.
All told, his stuff weighs about 29.5 pounds.
oh boy. Well,
So, like, if somebody's carrying all of his stuff, then do 29.5 pounds and just call it his stuff. I have what that list entails. If
Well,
you,
I mean,
for now,
Does everybody take? Would you even take all of that though?
the Dungeoneer's pack is the only thing I'd probably leave behind, and the extra clothes. Like,
And
I'm
if
just
you're
trying
not
to take away
taking,
things that make him
is that
dangerous.
does that 29 pounds include his black armor or whatever he's wearing?
oh no, it doesn't. Or no, excuse me. What?
So
Yes,
if I
yes.
take
Oh, yeah,
take
he's
that
not
all
wearing
off
armor.
and set it across from him, and then
You said studded leather
what's
armor.
it weigh without the
That's Gary.
Dungeoneer
Oh.
pack and the extra clothes?
Sorry, I thought that's what we were doing.
19.5.
Okay, I will hold the rest of it right now. I'm very much encumbered.
Okay.
So if no one else is doing it, I would search Gyrian.
I said I was gonna do that. Yeah, I just hadn't rolled yet in case he wants another roll.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, so Alistair, while you're searching Ertazun, Fallon will be the first one to get a crack at what
Okay.
Kyrian has as well.
I was like,
so-
everyone rolled an investigation on the other
So
one.
yeah, go ahead and roll investigation, Fallon. Okay, yeah. So
A decent roll.
Yeah, on that you find the following. Kane's dead. What are you talking about, Kane?
I just wanted to be fair.
Yes, fine.
That's what you find, Fallon. Do you want to take any of that?
Try and strip him naked, please.
I'll take the 10 nice looking arrows for
So those are
sure.
arrows, not crossbow bolts, for the record.
I'll still take them.
Okay.
And the potion. And then, can I confiscate his weapons and kick him into the water?
What? Jesus.
Did you want him?
This is Kyrian.
So? What, is he our friend now? Your best
Wanna
friend?
take-
Gonna go tea with him?
Hey,
Have some apple blossoms?
I forgot his money too. It's
He's taking his stuff in the water, not person.
I'm fine with you throwing his stuff in the water.
Oh, his stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thought it was him.
I meant his armor. Or it's not his armor, but
He
his
said
weapons.
confiscate his weapons and then like throw the rapier, the daggers, the short bow, and stuff into the water.
Right.
I thought
I
you were
would-
taking him into the water. I was like,
That's a bit-
wow.
And I would
rude.
just and the
So-
burglar's pack. He doesn't need that.
so I should clue you guys into something.
I'm gonna take that red cape.
Some of these items I have given rather plain names, but a lot of
Yeah.
these items look pretty darn nice.
Oh, okay.
I want the
Well, I
red-
investigated a 17. Would I not know that? Or is that what
Yeah,
you're
I
telling
mean, basically, I'm not telling you exactly what things are, but here, let me list out.
There's-
stuff.
I think he means nice rapier,
There's some
nice
magical
daggers,
items.
nice short
Let me
bow.
look. Let me list the stuff that looks particularly interesting.
the red cape, dibs.
Should have investigated.
We
Um,
You
tried.
weren't even gonna take it.
I just a minute ago said, and I'm taking that cape.
After everything else.
One of you already has the king cloak. You can't have both the king cloak and the red cape.
Back my cloak. Bury me in it. Bury me in my cloak.
I
need
would
to-
have.
I need to take the capes. I have bargaining power to trade it for the scepter with Lana. Okay.
Those are the most interesting seeming items.
Oh, that's how we spell his name.
Jesus. Like. Okay, so I'll take the. I'll take all of Kyrian's stuff that you listed there, and the money.
Okay, so ditching the short
Right.
bow, ditching the normal arrows, ditching the pack.
Yeah, all of his other stuff. I'd like the weapon, like the short bow and the normal arrows. Throw them in the water,
Okay,
and the burglar's pack.
he just sort of watches glumly as all this happens. So the rest of his stuff weighs. Let me add up the weight real quick. So that's 4.5, 6.5. So it's 7 pounds plus his money. If you're also taking his money.
Um. You should give us a bag of holding. We should invest in a bag of holding. Yeah, we have a bag of holding.
Actually,
Um,
let me see here. Are you taking the money too?
Yeah. I'm gonna take. So you wrote it out before, right?
Yeah, let me actually just see how much. Okay, so actually including his money. Wait, is that right? Oh no, I forgot to subtract the burglar's pack. It's 9 pounds for all of his stuff. I'll work it out.
Well, I was just gonna throw the money into my account. Shouldn't that automatically?
Okay. That's fine.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the 10 plat, put it in my plat pouch. I'm gonna take the 5 gold, put it in my gold pouch.
50 gold.
50 gold.
50 gold. Sorry.
I was going to share the rest with us, of course.
And then this 5 silver. I'll take that. And then I'm gonna hold the copper app back out to him, and then I'm gonna throw it in the water.
Oh. Nick.
He doesn't even react as you all do this. He's just completely still.
You
the
all?
time you're
I'm
taking a
not
selfie.
doing anything.
As
Yeah.
Fowler, sorry.
I haven't
You,
even.
you told us we didn't have time to react to that.
As Fallon searches him and wait, I told you didn't have time to react to him.
Well,
throwing
you
stuff
said
in the
that
water?
Fallon got there first and was doing the searching and got
Okay,
all the
yeah,
stuff.
Fallon's
So.
the one doing the searching. I mean, if you want to react
Yeah.
to him like throwing stuff in the water, you can. But
Well, I wouldn't have reacted until he threw the money overboard, and then it's kind of too late.
yeah,
Then you would have dove in after it.
Whoa.
14
Nope.
copper.
14
man, 14
copper.
copper.
For what it's worth, I have both Kane's money and the wizard's money listed separately from the rest of my stuff.
The other thing is he was wearing studded leather armor. Are you looking to strip him of that too, or are you letting him wear that?
You did not list it as a neat item, so no.
If
But-
Kane was
The
still
metagame
alive,
is strong with this one.
are you like stripping him, or are you just letting him wear it?
He can. I mean, I'm not gonna make him naked.
All right, cool. I mean, he's
if
wearing
Kane
clothes
was still
under-
alive,
He's got
we could
clothes
send
underneath.
Kane down after the copper.
Okay. Well, I'll let somebody else do that. I'm done.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I think we've dealt with most of the things. So, all right. So you're all here. You finished looting through everybody's stuff. You do notice movement from the Dragonborn. His head hasn't moved, but you notice like sort of his arms sort of shrug a little bit.
Well, you might have to kick him again.
Kick him in the face.
Garion, does anyone else know that you two are here and that you have the scepter? Have you made contact?
No. We're on our way out. We're gonna make contact after we left.
Okay, so nobody knows you found it yet then.
Not that I'm aware of.
And they didn't send you to that specific place to get it. They just sent you to look for it.
Look, I think you can tell the kind of person I am. I got in situations where I could hear a lot of stories and figured out where I might find it.
Fallon says, you mentioned there were other Shoal agents around. Are we in danger of bumping into any of them?
Maybe.
What can we do to prevent that?
Keep away from powerful magical artifacts and generally keep your head down.
You know, that doesn't seem to be our strong point, honestly.
Oh, crap. Well, fellas, we'll just have to keep wrecking these fools.
Kind of against type for us, to be honest.
Yeah. So how are we transporting the Dragonborn? Hylael's
Our
carrying
arms.
them, or
I could try.
can we like chop down the mast of the ship and carry them like with the between us on tied dangling from the mast on
I don't even know you need the mast to do that. You
I
just
mean, the
you
owner
need
of the
rope.
ship might be upset, but you could try it.
I would stop you from trying to decimate this ship.
This place just got attacked by zombies and things are all on fire. Like who's gonna
Yeah, but we
notice?
don't need to cause any more damage.
Oh my God, Alistair.
This boat is someone's livelihood, probably. They probably make their entire
Hopefully
income
they have
off
an
of
insurance
fishing.
policy.
I don't think they have as much insurance in Tales Harbor.
Then you should look into that.
It's just, I want to spend the rest of the campaign, Casey, inventing insurance in this world.
Lulz.
He's the person to help with that.
Okay, well then how are we transporting him?
I mean, just firemen carry him. One of you is strong enough to do this, right?
Mr. Encumbered.
So looking at him, I should maybe make this clear. He is about 6'8". You imagine he might be pushing 300 pounds, just looking at the amount of bulk that he's carrying. So
He's taller and heavier than me.
Yeah, but I don't know.
he's an
Fallon, can you
imposing
carry him?
physical presence.
Oof, kick him overboard.
That's a brilliant idea. I wish I had thought of it. Well, how are we transporting him then?
How many of us are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I cannot.
Put him on Gavok's back.
Alistair, give me an insight check.
Huzzah!
And actually, you have advantage.
Huzzah!
If Kane was here, he'd be able to levitate him.
Yeah.
What are those little
Ah,
creatures
that's the advantage,
in
Casey.
Star Wars?
As you're debating how to carry this guy, you watch your sister's eyes stray down towards the scepter she's holding.
I like reach out my hand and kind of like put it on hers, like as in like stand down, like.
She shakes her head and says, "Wait, actually, I have an idea. Why don't we just put him on my boat?"
Sounds good to me.
What do you all think? hold him there for the time being?
We can also just sail this boat to wherever we want to go.
Well, yes, but it is getting a bit rough out there, and I know it's only the bay, but this is a rather small boat. But I'm thinking we can just have my familiar go and have the men bring the boat over and load him on. And we can keep him somewhat more secure that way, too.
I assume you have a brig. That should work.
And then you were talking as if you wanted to go somewhere else, but lacking any better ideas, I was thinking we could just go dock next to my father's boat.
Yeah, like I said, I would like to just, if it were up to me, I would leave these two in the care of somebody else. But
Well,
I know that no one else may be very capable of keeping them there for long.
she looks
Just
down.
not sure if that's our problem anymore after we drop them off.
She looks down and says, "Well, until we decide something more permanent, we could always just lock them up in the boat and keep a lot of eyes on them."
I would definitely support the a lot of strategy.
What do you guys think? Look, to be honest,
by me.
I'm not enjoying standing out here in the rain. Okay, hearing no complaints, you see her snap her fingers once again. The small sprite appears next to her. She just sort of looks at it, actually, and sort of nods her head, and the sprite takes off across the bay.
She's got that invocation, yo.
So, yeah, you all have a few minutes if you want to do anything else, but otherwise, basically, does anyone want to do anything while you're waiting on Lana's boat? Or do y'all just stand there and sort of keep a close eye on them?
I would actually be like just watching Lana probably more carefully.
Fallon would give me one of the shiny objects I could identify.
Yeah, I huddle up with Colleen and I actually have her look at all the things in my possession, like the rapier, daggers, the special arrows, and the golden brooch glass.
Okay, you have time to identify one of those things before
Yeah.
Lana's boat comes in.
Damn it.
Like 1 per 10 minutes, bruh.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes to identify.
The jeweled horn. I want to know what that is.
my.
Give me an Arcana check first, Colleen.
Arcana.
I don't know what.
Great.
Okay, yeah.
Ah,
So you're doing the
come
jeweled
on,
horn.
man. Sure.
So yeah, you give her the jeweled horn, and Colleen, you take a look at it and sit down and cast Identify on it. And after you do, you realize that you're an idiot because it's not magical at all. It's just very shiny. Although you realize afterwards it might be a component for a spell, perhaps. All right. So at this point, Lana's boat sort of comes in. There's a larger dock neighboring this one. She gets a bunch of men to come down off the boat. Halil maybe punches the Dragonborn one more time to make sure he stays out. And you all cart him over. You watch, you keep really close eyes on Kyrian as you bring him around as well, but eventually load him onto the boat. And yeah, you secure the Dragonborn in the same tiny little cell that Kane was in. He is, he is gagged, he is bound, has many eyes laid on him. Kyrian is in, I'll say there are two, in sort of a similar kind of holding. Would you want him restrained as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, put him under restraint as well. His area is a little bit larger than the one that Ertazun is in, but yeah, you basically have them both in prison. Okay. So you looking to it is rather late at this point. So are you looking to talk to anyone or do anything at this point?
Kate's face.
I mean, Alistair's pretty exhausted, to be honest.
Fallon wants to talk to Lana privately.
Okay.
I don't think I would let that happen.
Well, Alistair, just roll me a d20 for chance to see if you would happen to notice this.
Yeah. I guess this might be meta-y. I don't know if Alistair remembers, but I would have told basically Lana, like, if you're going to keep that, just make sure to keep the scepter. Because the way Fallon acted last time. And Kane, but he's not here anymore.
Sure. Okay, so yeah, Alistair, you don't notice when Fallon goes to talk to Lana. Fallon, you find her, you notice just as she disappears into her quarters, and I imagine you just sort of knock on the door lightly. Says, yes, who is it?
Fallon, madam.
Come in.
So I do.
Okay. What's up?
And I say, so I noticed you're holding on to the scepter.
Yes.
Do you have some sort of plan that we should know about?
I want to talk to you all about that, actually. A decision does need to be made, but everyone seemed tired when we got to the boat, so I was thinking we'd have it in the morning.
And so I'll say, we will talk, but just to let you know, we were charged with, and I don't remember if Alistar's already blabbed all this, but with either delivering the scepter to some people or destroying it.
Pretty sure she and I talked in her quarters by ourselves last time about it. So,
she says, yes, I imagine those are the main options, right? Unless you plan to use it to take over the world.
I just wanted to make your brother bark like a dog.
She looks at you and says, I suppose I can understand that.
Bit of a control freak, that one.
It runs in the family. Comes by it honestly.
And I say, so you're not gonna try anything crazy now that you have the scepter?
Will it make you feel better if I say no?
Well, not now.
Okay. Sorry.
Fallon says, all right, fine. You seem trustworthy. Gamork doesn't want to bite you, so.
Well, that's something.
I said, means more than others. And I leave the room.
Okay. Anyone else do anything tonight? Do you all want to participate in guarding your prisoners, or do you just want to sleep?
I think we should.
Yeah, I want to participate in guarding.
Okay.
I'm gonna post Gamork outside of Lana's room just to make sure nobody. And he's gonna alert me if somebody tries to like get in there.
So I'm only concerned about guarding the Dragonborn. I don't care about Gary.
All right.
I'll tell you guys that I'm happy to participate in a shift, but if anything is to happen before I sleep, I'm going to be mostly useless. And then I look to Fallon just to wait for the response. just to see, just like turn to him and look.
And I just say, too easy.
I was hoping to ruin that one for you. And then I yawn.
All right. So yeah, you all work on dividing up some shifts. I imagine probably Halil would take the first and a rather long one, seeing how he doesn't need as much rest as the others do. Maybe waking up one of the others after.
Colleen also doesn't need as much rest.
That is true. So, I mean,
yeah.
honestly, Halal could, keep watch for several hours until Colleen got her full
Yeah,
night's rest.
Colleen doesn't have spells either.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then Colleen can wake
So
up.
Sorry.
As the rest of you wake up, you play your part. The night does well. The night falls. And Fallon, actually, as you rest, it's this time of the session again. As you sleep, you have troubled dreams. I mean, despite the victory of apparently capturing 2 members of the organization that you've been trying to learn about, acquiring the Scepter of Command, a lot of negative things happened as well. You watch as Matilda's lifeless body slumps to the ground with blood oozing from slashes along her sides. You look on as Johann disappears into the maw of a nightmare with green and violet light flashing all around. And you even feel a weight as Kane slumps lifeless in your arms. And then you're back at Matilda again, Gmork leaping at the white even as it lands the fatal blow. And then time stops and the world goes fuzzy. You watch as a 12-foot tall monster strides into view. It's depicted slightly different in this art. So, brandishing not the whip and sword, but actually a flaming club. Its shoulders spiked, its head a great horned helm, death and destruction in its eyes. It stops before you, and all your companions except Gmork fade away. Gmork huddles down next to Matilda's corpse, a whisper of a whine escaping his throat, and the creature looks down at you and booms. Well, that blows.
Okay, Fallon says, "Oh no, she was one of the good ones."
He nods and says, a giant constrictor snake is rather difficult to come by, especially for a human such as yourself. The pit fiend hooks his club at his belt and then reaches out a massive clawed hand towards yours. I mean, the size of his hand is, probably as big as your entire forearm. But he holds it open in a handshake gesture and says, "My name is Imra."
And I reach out and I say, "Fallon."
Now, if you will, please come with me. This scene is frankly depressing.
I say, "It is good to escape."
Indeed. And he raises his other hand and makes a little twirling motion. And the scenery around you spins. Everything fades away except for you and Gmork. And suddenly you find yourself seated on a comfortable burgundy chair in a loft of some sort. Gmork lies on a plush black carpet next to you, and the devil Imra sits on a massive black spiked throne in front of you. To your right, you witness translucent humanoid figures enduring a variety of tortures. One of them is repeatedly submerged in scalding water. Another is stretched on a rack, his arms and legs pulled slowly outward. And a third seems to be trapped inside of a small glass case with a small herd of bony, flatulent cows, basically gagging as they fart over and over again. I went there. And Imra looks at you and says, "Well, that's more like it. So, what do you think?"
It's more like something.
I know, right? I just don't feel at home without the tortured screams of mortals surrounding me.
Yeah. So, Imra, what's going on, man?
Oh, just making your acquaintance. Look, I can't tell you everything that's going on here, but oh, would you like any tea?
not really a big tea guy.
Cocoa, coffee, beer, spirits or wine, cupcakes.
Uh,
I got it. And he waves his hand, and an apple blossom appears on the side table next to you. Please.
I said, you know, she never gave me one.
I understand the pain. Anyways, look, I want to tell you what's going on here. It's not every mortal that has a pit fiend in their head. But I can't tell you. It will break the link if I tell you. You understand?
No, but I'm listening.
Okay, perfect. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a riddle, and I'm going to let you figure it out. So here's the riddle. What is darker than absolute blackness? What is emptier than a vacuum? Might good and evil share a common enemy? And if so, what side are you on? And as the devil speaks these words, he slowly grows less distinct, as does the world around him. And as he finishes, he frowns and mutters something, but you miss it. You watch as his massive maw takes in another apple blossom, and Mork presses himself against you, and you fade into a deep, dreamless sleep. All right. And with that, we're going to go to Kane. Kane, are you there?
Kane has flipped out.
Yeah, I don't
What
have
up?
this, I don't have this video, so I wanted to make sure you were there. All right, cool. Let me see what happens if I reconnect my video.
Yeah, you're both gone. It's the worst thing that could have happened.
I hit reconnect.
Oh,
I see everyone.
Okay, cool. Oh, there he is. All right. So, Kane, we're gonna go back to this view.
I only to the very top of Stalker's head, though.
You open your eyes, and you find yourself looking at a wooden ceiling. You feel beneath you, and you find that you're lying on a thin mattress beneath a coarse blanket. You turn your head to the side, and you see that you're in a small apartment. A middle-aged woman with a round face and curly brown hair is rocking a baby by the fireplace. And you hear the rain still pattering down lightly onto the roof. You see a wooden table and chairs, a storage chest, and a few pegs with coats hung on them. And you realize that this looks familiar. And your suspicions are confirmed when you turn your eyes towards the small kitchen and you recognize your Uncle Sean. Sean walks over to you, carrying a glass of water and a plate holding bread, eggs, and an apple. He sets them down a short distance from you, and for a moment, you see what might look like a smile glimmer across his face, but it quickly fades into his customary scowl. And he looks down at you and says, "Welcome back to the land of the living."
He's making these faces too, by the way. The faces I'm making. How did I end up here?
Well, I was sent a message by some local magistrate or his son or something like that you were at the temple and I should come pick you up. So I did, and I brought you back here. Now, I thought you were dead, but actually somewhat pleased to see not. So welcome home, Kane.
Yeah. Do I notice my stuff's gone, by the way?
Actually, you do in fact notice that you still have your clothes on. You notice your armor has been removed, but it's like right next to you by the wall. And you're still wearing that silver bangle. But other than that, you don't see anything.
Like cloak, weapons, money, all of it.
Yeah,
Sending stone.
You don't see any of it. So if it's here, it's at least not in sight.
Where's the rest of our stuff?
Well, your armor's right there. You didn't have anything else on you.
Who's that lady?
Oh, Beerta, Kane's up. Or actually, wait a minute. Would you have been calling yourself Kane when you were here? Like, would he... Oh, wait, actually, no. That's just what you call yourself. Never mind. Yeah.
No, he wouldn't call me that.
Oh, no. Oh, right. What was the name he would call you?
Give me 1 second.
I'm forgetting right now. I've got it written down somewhere, but it's in a different document. Oh, okay, right. He says, Beerta, come meet my nephew Arthur. So you see the woman get up out of the chair, still holding the baby. She comes over and stops a short distance from your bed and looks down at you and says, hello, pleasure to meet you. My name is Beerta. And this is Zaina. She holds the little girl up who is maybe a year old at most. A pale-skinned girl with blue eyes and silvery blonde hair.
Just kind of pat it on the head. Say, nice to meet you.
Well, she's like standing. Are you still lying down, or are you gonna stand up?
Oh, I guess I get up and then.
Okay. You're kind of groggy and you sway a bit as you wake up, but you brace yourself against the wall and come over. Let me see something real quick. Okay. And you give me an insight check.
With a -4, right?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you reach out your hand and you gently pat the head of the girl.
Okay. I say, where was I again?
You were at
I need to get my stuff.
Yeah, and Sean says you're at the Temple of Haval.
And that's where was that again? I wasn't quite all there when we was taken.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's on the southeast of the Market District.
Okay.
Were you carrying a lot more than this?
Yes.
I see.
Including a coin purse, which seems to have gone missing.
Well,
Probably with my friends.
oh, you're traveling with people?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then. Well, if I had to guess about your stuff, I'd wager someone took it. You obviously were recognized, and that's how word got to me. Maybe whatever magistrate or their kid or whatever took a shining to your stuff. I don't know. You know how it is around here.
Which magistrate's kid was this now?
I mean, I don't remember. I just got a message from a messenger came by.
All right. Well, all right. Good seeing you again.
Yeah.
I need to go get my stuff and find my friends because there was a lot going on right now that we were supposed to be doing.
Okay, I guess I never imagined you'd be staying long. You want your breakfast at least?
I won't pass up food.
You are extremely hungry. All right.
I said I'm not passing it up.
Okay. So yeah, you take a couple minutes, very much wanting to get out and get moving, and gobble down the
So
food.
after sitting there, I'm just gonna be like, so
Okay.
how long has this been going on?
Two of us, about, what do you say, Beer, to year and a half, 2 years? She says, 2 years next month.
Okay.
It's not official, but we keep each other company, right? And she nods her head. Yep, much better than growing old and lonely in this world.
Well, does it look any different?
Does he look any different?
Yeah, he's just look the same.
You look at him and you feel like he hasn't changed a lick since you left him. He's still got the same, like, very unremarkable beard that he wears. If anything, you might have a few more gray hairs than when you left him. He still sort of wears the same, like, neutral expression going to a scowl. The woman who he's with, just a second. The woman who he's with seems to be a bit more the cheerful type. So she sort of seems like the type who always has like a bit of a smile plastered onto her face, just like as a neutral expression. Sort of on the plump side, but not fat.
Okay. Well, as I finish up my last bite, and just kind of put the bowl, plate, whatever down.
Okay.
You're like, well, I really should get going. You're not moving anytime soon, right? Right?
I mean, I was here when you left 3 years ago, right?
Yeah. Just, all right. I'll keep in touch.
Okay.
Time.
Oh, and then as you're about to head out, he says, "Oh, wait a minute, I forgot something." So presuming you stop at the door and turn back and listen, he says, the person at the temple told me that you could find your friends somewhere with the red thorns, so most likely at the docks by his ship."
Okay. Thank you. I'll be in touch.
All right. And then he just lets you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna head to the boat that I totally know the name of.
Okay.
Can I sneak? Like onto the boat?
You can try when we get there.
Okay.
So for the rest of you, you wake up. The cook on the ship has prepared a breakfast. So you have biscuits. He actually whips up some gravy, and also some fruit is there. Some like oranges and apples, basically. Else are you talking? Okay. And as you all sort of get going in the morning, you are standing on the dock. Or actually, wait a minute. It's still raining a little bit, so maybe actually you're below decks. At this point, having your breakfast. You see Lana come down. She does have the scepter sort of strapped to her back behind her pack. And she sits down and has breakfast with you. Is anyone saying something?
I'm saying things, but I was muted.
Yeah, you were.
I say, good morning, everyone. I looked at Clean and Hillel, and then, did you have any trouble with our guests last night?
No,
Also, no other question
we
mark.
we didn't have any trouble, did we?
Yeah, sorry, I meant to narrate that and I never did. You had no trouble.
Yeah.
Although the Dragonborn has now woken up and is
Unhappy.
very unhappy looking, although there's not much you can do about it at the moment. The other guy, Kyrian, he looks more bored than anything.
No trouble. So our Dragonborn friend is, well, rather angry, perhaps.
Well, I guess that's to be expected. Did
Fallon's
we-
there, right?
Did we gag
Yep.
him like we planned on?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So Fallon says, "Guys, do you guys remember me smoking any gnome salts last night?"
I didn't see you, but you do that pretty often, honestly. Do you not remember normally?
Stubble.
Usually I remember, but I had a crazy dream last night, and I didn't remember taking any salts. So I had to ask.
So at this point, Kane, you get to the docks. Give me a. Let me think. It's like recognition. Give me just like. Actually, give me survival.
All right.
And you get lost looking for the Red Thorn ship, forgetting exactly which dock it was on when you came here last time. You actually even shout up at the wrong ship, and when a large, or actually when the little gnome pops his head over the edge and shouts down at you, you're like, "Oh no, never mind, wrong ship," and you keep going. Okay, back to the people below decks.
Are we? Is it private? Like, is it just us and Lana?
Well, right now, no, it is not private. You would be probably, so you're sharing breakfast with the crew, basically.
After we finish up, Lana, maybe we should all head to your quarters for a little more quiet conversation.
Sounds like a good idea. So you all finish up your breakfast, head up onto the deck of the ship, and as you do that, everyone give me a perception. Kane, give me stealth.
I don't have my cloak, do I? My cloak's
Nope.
not on me.
And you're at -4.
Oh, close.
Gamor gets advantage.
Oh, he does.
Oh, doesn't he?
Well,
You
that's
can
like
smell
for
him.
smell, not for sight.
Oh, well, I mean, he would
Kane
know.
smells.
Okay.
He would be able to smell Kane, right?
So you guys,
Kane was dead. He must reek.
so Fallon and Alistair, you both instantly notice when you get to the deck, and Halil, you sort of see the two of them stiffen and look, and very quickly notice as well this blue person sort of darting from, first behind one boat, then behind sort of a sign, then disappears behind a building, then sort of tries to slowly creep up to the boat, and you watch as he gets to the near part of the dock for the boat that you're on.
I fire a firebolt,
Wait,
intending to miss.
Wait.
Well, no, Alistair can
Hold
tell
on.
you that.
Like a warning shot.
Oh, come
I don't know it's
on.
Kane. Kane's dead.
I mean, you
Aw,
noticed,
man, I was
you
gonna
noticed
have
him
some
at the same
fun.
time.
Yeah. I take a shot, just kind of attending a warning shot, basically.
Okay.
And I say,
You know what? Actually, give me an attack roll to not accidentally hit.
hey, that's what I was hoping to.
Okay.
You kill me.
Yeah, so Kane, about 8 feet to your right, a firebolt, or no, a little bit closer than that, about 4 feet to your right, a firebolt slams into the stone next to you.
Holy shit!
Fine. Fallon turns to Alistair and says, "We're on a wooden boat."
It's raining. I wasn't gonna set the boat on fire, and also he isn't on the boat yet. I shot it towards.
We don't know that it's still raining.
We do know it's still raining. Casey said it was still raining.
I did
Just
say
he
it was still
did.
raining. It's
Oh,
raining
I
lightly.
missed that part.
And like I shot it. He's not on the boat yet. He was trying to get to the docks.
He's on like the near part where the
Yeah.
I know, but we're on a boat.
where the
You
stone
could have
part becomes
critically
the wooden part.
shot it into the floor.
Firebolt doesn't actually set. I don't think it sets stuff on fire, does it?
Unless it's a spider web. All right,
Yeah.
so,
Something flammable.
How do I say? Show yourself.
Holy shit! Since when are you the attack first and ask questions later kind of person?
Well, I didn't hit you. Is that? Do I know it's Kane? Like, I guess I don't
You
even know if it's
immediately
Kane.
recognize that it's Kane.
Who are you?
You know other blue people?
I know one blue person, but he died.
That's true. You said
I said, "Oh my God, guys, we wouldn't know that he's a ghost because he's already blue."
We just ran into somebody who could change. Like, this is my thought process. We just ran into somebody who can change their appearance, and there's a guy sneaking onto our ship while we have the Scepter of Command in our possession.
Okay, more importantly, who has my shit?
I say,
You know
hold,
what? That's a point in your favor.
I say, hold on. I say, hold on. I can solve this, and I throw my pouch of copper on. It's just my copper onto the deck of the boat.
Okay, how many copper is it?
Let me pull that up so I can tell you.
Do I see
Not
it's
okay
copper?
now.
No,
Thir-
you just see a pouch and you hear
13.
coins jangle.
13.
I said,
Okay.
well, that's
you hear
sure,
a
but that's
medium
not all
amount
my
of
money.
coins jangle.
If you really are Kane, then tell us what was Johan's safe word.
Pineapple?
All right. Well.
What are you guys looking at?
Oh, some blue guy.
Apparently, Kane has come back from the dead. We think.
Hooray!
Do you have any way, Colleen, to tell if this person is lying or not?
Give me my shit!
Kane, is that you?
Yes! Now who has my shit?
That's our way to tell if Kane is lying. Excellent.
Well, I think it's Kane.
I looked at Lana. I'd be like, "Do you have any sort of, I don't know, truth or
Yeah.
detect thoughts, magic, something?"
She looks at you and says, "Well, I do have one thing that I could potentially use to make sure it's not exactly zone of truth."
No, nothing from you anymore. No more magic from you. I don't.
And I say, Kane, what stuff are you? What shit do you want back?
I want my money back. I want my cloak back. I want my weapons back.
Is someone wearing the cloak, by the way? Because you guys talked like you're wearing it. I'm just wondering.
Oh yeah, is someone wearing? Can I tell
you
who
look
has my
up,
stuff?
And you notice that it's currently tied around Gamork.
He's our mascot.
Let's
Is
settle
that-
this.
Is that my cloak on the dog?
Let's settle this inside the
I say,
cabin.
excuse me.
Can we settle this inside?
Lana
Please.
looks down at him and says, "Well, it's not every day you see somebody at least apparently come back from the dead, but sure, lower gangway."
I put
And I'm gonna stay on edge, like ready in case this isn't Kane.
when
I'm
when
gonna
Kane comes up, I
like-
put my arm around him. I put my arm around Kane as he's walking. I was like, "Look, mate, Mork really is taking a liking to the cloak, and I don't know."
It's my cloak. It's my cloak.
It was, but kind of when you die, your possessions.
Like,
can't-
no, that's not
You
how this
can't
works.
take them with you, Kane.
I'm not dead though. Also, as you walk past, I kind of Alistair kind of twitch at him, like jump.
If you do that, you might get firebolted.
I do it anyway. Just kind of like boom.
Actually, hold on a sec.
What-
As you start to think about doing that, give me a charisma saving throw.
Rip.
Yep.
What's with all the saving throws, man? Holy
Okay,
shit!
okay.
So 5.
So as you get that idea, ooh, I'll make Alistair jump. You feel sort of a gentle nudge in your mind that says, that really wouldn't be a good idea.
Do I recognize this voice in my head, or is it just like a feeling?
That is.
You did a voice. So
Yeah. I'm giving it a voice, but that is the distinct feeling that you get. This would not be a good idea.
When you came back to life, you gained a conscience.
Yeah, it's Jiminy Cricket. I would say if you want to do it, will you roll like intimidation? I'll roll a wisdom save just to see if Alistair fireball too.
Well, no, but
I guess I don't do it since
Okay.
this sudden new
Fallon's
voice in my head
walking
says,
him onto the boat with his arm around him.
Can I grab the cloak off of Gamork, please?
I said, and I look at Gamork and I say, "What do you think?" And Gamork whines and looks at me, and then he looks at Kane and he kind of snarls a bit. I was like, "Oh, we're gonna have to talk him down, okay?"
Give me my cloak.
Alright, when we get inside and shut the door, I'm gonna ask Lana. I was like, all right, what kind of magic can you do to help me determine if this is the real Kane or not?
It's not gonna fuck with me, is it? Whatever
No.
you do.
Fallon rolls his eyes as visibly as possible.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Can I like gently
But
take the
can
cloak off
Fallon
of-
whisper towards Lana, "Just make something up, so we can get it over with."
Everyone else, you'll want to stand behind me.
Can I just like quickly take the cloak off Gamork?
He snaps at your fingers as you try to reach.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, I wouldn't go reaching for anything just yet, sir.
That really wouldn't be a good idea.
It's okay. I don't do it then, I guess.
Yep.
Voice, whatever.
You sit in the chair, and Lana comes up and stands.
I'm just
in
like
front of
tapping
you.
my finger on the table.
If she ever reaches for the scepter, I will try to stop her.
Yeah,
I assume it's not what
at the
she's
moment.
doing,
It's still strapped to her back.
Yeah. Okay.
So most of you just sort of feel a little bit of a slight rush of wind actually come off Lana. Kane, as you look up at her, you see the pupil of her eyes grow, sort of fills her entire eyes a deep midnight blue. She seems to grow in size as she stands in front of you.
I'm making this face.
Give me a wisdom save. Okay. And she says, and it's one of those things where her voice, I can't really mimic this, but her voice has a lot of reverberation to it, sounding almost otherworldly. Are you really Kane? The one
How
we
do I-
traveled with the other day, or yesterday.
I was with you guys yesterday.
And are you Kane? Just like yes or no. Answer the question.
I mean, technically, I'm not Kane. Like, it's not my name.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
like,
You
This-
are. You
what
are
is the nature of this
okay.
spell?
Kane is currently considered charmed. He answers the question yes.
Okay, I
And-
just want to make sure that what the nature of this spell. Okay,
Yeah,
so
Yeah. It's a charm effect. With that, she sort of comes back down, if you will. You look up at her, and she seems like the human woman who was standing before you before.
All right.
She turns around and says, "Pretty sure it's him."
Then I will pull out of my pack a coin purse and toss it to Kane's feet.
my feet. My feet.
Yeah, I toss it at your feet.
Well, so now you just have to make a point of never
Can I
handing
try to
anything
catch
to
it
the one-armed
in
man.
midair?
It's a real low throw. That's what was in it, by the way.
I never took it off.
I know. I'm just letting you know. I didn't take anything out of it. That's how.
You
much-
also put PP twice, but I'll let it go.
Yeah, dude, it's fine.
But so can I try to like
Maybe.
catch it midair? Because
Money.
I'm not all about that tossing it in my feet thing.
You might have to make like a dive.
Yeah, fine, whatever. I pick up the coin purse. It's kind of look at Alistar like, really?
I mean, I wasn't trying to like throw your feet like a bad thing. I was just toss the coin purse. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I guess.
So who has
Well-
the rest of my things?
Welcome
Hold
back
on a
from.
moment, Kane. Yeah, what he was about to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, welcome back from the dead. Do you want to explain that a bit, maybe?
I'm. Awesome.
I gave you everything I have of yours, but
I'm
we have
just.
some talking to do.
I'm awesome. Apparently.
That's not a very good explanation. It's not a good time for keeping secrets, I would say.
Do I remember everything that happened, Casey?
Mm-hmm.
You guys want like the long version or like the short version, or which version would you prefer?
Well, let's start
I've
with
got
the
some time.
Go, yeah. All right.
And
Okay, well, long version. I was in this really fucking windy place. Like you would not believe how windy it was. And everyone there seemed to be just out of their fucking minds. And then, like, I started chatting with this one dude who apparently was, like, embezzling money or something. You know, before he was there. Kind of started going crazy because of, like I said, really windy. Like, super windy. Sorry, I can't emphasize that enough. But... And then I wasn't there anymore. Tirsa was in my brain. I shouldn't have said that, should I? I don't know.
You said it. Nothing happened.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm good. Like the spell that brought me back was in the poison. So yeah.
So Tirsa saved your life.
Yeah. Even though she's the one that wanted me to. So it was like, I
Are
don't
you
know.
still in the Adder's Fang then?
You know, it was a little fuzzy.
that woman is strange.
I mean, you're the one who determines whether you're in the Adder's Fang or not.
You know, I'm on the fence, but I'm leaning towards it. You know, I'll keep you guys in the loop on that.
Oh,
What I ended up
okay.
deciding.
I hate fences.
Well, our long story since you died is we found the Scepter of Command, and that's what we're in here to talk about, actually.
Cool, but before that, my stuff.
I gave you everything I have.
So who has my rapier, my daggers, my bow?
Can't that wait
Aaron,
until
go with
after this discussion? This seems a little more important.
Lana
Who does
says,
have that?
Lana says,
At least
maybe we can at
Who
least
has
tell
the-
him what we actually have. He seems
who
pretty
has the
preoccupied
stone?
with it. It won't take
Stone. Let's give me the stone real quick. All right.
Oh,
Fallon.
I took the stone and the cloak.
All right. Give me the stone real quick.
I thumb flick it to him, assuming it's small enough for me to thumb flick.
It's a little big for that, but you can probably manage it.
All right. I catch it and say thank you
And I wink.
in my stuff. Continue.
I thought I gave the rapier to Fallon too. I'm
No, I
not
think
sure.
you might actually have it.
The rapier? I
Yeah.
didn't write it down then. Okay.
At any rate, are you giving him back the rapier?
I have your sword, but it's stowed downstairs with the rest of my things. So
We can continue. I got the stone, so we can just continue.
okay. So how do we destroy this scepter?
Lana
Put it in the
says,
bag and start it. That was
So-
simple, wasn't it? That's not straightforward.
Put it in where and do what?
bag of hiding and destroy the bag of hiding.
Doesn't quite destroy the artifact, but that seems pretty good.
I have another suggestion, says Lana.
Here we go.
You guys used to people giving ideas like this?
I'm all ears.
All right, well, now is perhaps the time for me to go ahead and tell you all what my position is. I work for the Summer Queen of the Fae.
I don't know what any of that meant.
Oh, of course, obviously.
Okay.
I look at Alistar like.
Is Mab
What?
the Summer Queen or the Winter Queen?
Mab is the Winter Queen.
Ah, okay.
What?
Go on. I didn't ask that in character. That was
Okay.
just a knowledge
Yeah,
question.
yeah. All right. There are planes of existence neighboring to ours. Traveling with Kane, you might, for instance, be aware of the elemental planes. For instance,
Nope.
the elemental plane of air.
What do you mean?
Right.
That was the windy place, Kane.
Out of character, it wasn't. Like,
Well,
but back.
It sounds
So-
like that would be the windy place.
Well, there was grass.
I'm actually fine with that. No, Alistair made the assumption. It seems like he would do that. That's fine.
those planes are, if you will, the spiritual source of the material of our world. Now, there are two other realms, the Shadowfell and the Feywild, that are, if you will, dark and light reflections of our own world. Although to call the Feywild simply a light reflection of our own world is not exactly accurate. It's more wild, more inherently magical in the nature that suffuses it. Anyway, the Feywild is predominantly under the sway of two powerful queens, the Winter Queen, Mab, and the Summer Queen, Titania. And I am the Knight of the Summer Queen. There are few powers that exist in the world that can oppose the gods. And to destroy an artifact as powerful as this one is exactly that. So, what I'm suggesting is that one of the few means to perhaps deal with this permanently is to prevail upon the Summer Queen for aid.
So, are you a fairy?
Nope, I'm as human as he is, and points at Alistair.
Weird family. I say
I
out loud.
almost said you have two working arms, but I didn't say that. So about these elemental planes you were talking about a second ago, how did you think I knew?
Well, she looks at you and says, "You're a Genasi, right?"
Actually, would Kane be smart enough to know?
You've mentioned the fact that you're Genasi multiple times.
No, not Genasi, but that it's the whole how it works.
Give me, you know what? Give me an intelligence check.
This is a great town because you have a minus
And
4
this
modifier.
is like,
intelligence.
well, no, this is like, actually, no, give me Arcana, and it's not minus, because this is like, did you ever know this? Which doesn't really pertain to your current situation. On a 12, you are familiar in a very general way with the elemental planes. You know that your origin is somehow associated with the elemental plane of air, but you don't fully understand what that means.
Okay.
You learned some things about it. That's why you can speak primordial, for instance. Yeah, somehow you were always a little bit hazy on the details. You know that, though, for example, anything that smacks of that, so wind, for example, in your realm, sort of has a tie to that realm, which is going to be much more, mountains, clouds, windstorms, like the terrain would be very much that way there. You don't know exactly who lives there.
Okay. I mean, I know like generally elemental plane stuff, but like specifically.
Well, it's not really the specifics of the elemental planes that matter. I was just drawing upon that as an analogy. The Feywild is like our realm, connecting at various points, but populated by more inherently magical creatures, ogres, hags, fairies, and the like. Anyways, there are precious few points where I know to cross over to the Feywild, but that is where I am suggesting perhaps taking this.
Now, see, I do have a couple issues with this, because I prefer just us being in control of the destruction of this, not taking it to other people who's never met and whose intentions you have no idea what they are.
Well, we may not be able to actually destroy this. We can get it lost.
That's good enough.
Is it? I mean,
didn't they say it was like some like little pocket dimension that like no one will be able to get to?
I don't know how to get to one. That doesn't mean no one can find it ever. It does still exist.
What are you all talking about? Says Lana.
Oh, Fallon has his bag of hiding, and if you put it in the bag of hiding and then burn the bag of hiding, then it's like gone from this. It's just like gone.
Puts it on. Actually, let me see if she knows about this. Nope. Gone to where?
A pocket dimension?
Oh, I've heard of such things. So yeah, my understanding of it then would be that it wouldn't be in theory unreachable. It would just be more of a needle in a haystack situation.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if we do go to the Feywild, I have one stipulation.
Okay.
We gotta bring
Matilda back
Colleen,
alive.
what's your friend from?
Catriel?
Yes, we have to bring Cat.
Hmm.
Why?
I don't imagine that the rest of this group is. Oh, never mind.
Because the whole thing is either hand it over or we destroy it in front of her.
Well, one, we don't even know if you're in the Adder's Fang anymore, so I don't really care what we do with them. And two, I don't want any more risk than we have to take already. I don't trust or like Catriel very much, to be honest.
I feel like I'd have more reason to not like or trust, but this is how we settle this. If you're going to go to the Feywild and destroy it, just bring Cat.
Well, she's not the only person who could verify it for us.
What?
And also,
Well, the
like,
only
again,
other two
who are you
people-
beholden to? They tried to kill you, or they did kill you. I guess they brought you back,
They
but
brought me
still,
back, so I guess we're cool.
it's not really a good.
We're cool.
We had a talking out. It's all good.
Well, I
But-
mean, you're the only one employed at the Adder's Fang. I have no obligation to them.
Well, yes, but see, we took on a contract for money. You see,
Fallon
don't want
says
the
if
money.
we sit around here trying
Well, we
to
want the money. I would like the money. Fallon wants the money. Stalker Haleo might want the money. I don't know.
I'd rather see this thing destroyed and know that we're in
And it
control
won't
of
be
it the whole time.
destroyed. Cat just has to see it destroyed.
I don't even know if we're the ones who get to make a decision of who goes to the Feywild or not. That seems. I look to Lana and just be like, it already seems like a burden. Like, I think the plan is good, but I'm assuming that's not just a doorway we all walk through.
It's not quite that simple.
We aren't talking about traveling to Tindas here.
Look, the rest of us have to make money.
We
Somehow.
can
with
make
this.
plenty of money. We've made plenty of money already. We can sell everything we found on the wizard and the thief.
What the who and the what?
The people who had the scepter before us, they're chained up down below deck.
So there are a lot. Okay, there are a lot. Okay. But I mean, it's what's wrong with bringing an extra person?
So Fallon just says, Lana, can we all go to the Fae and take a friend?
She looks and says, well, so I'm going to have to work that out, but might be possible.
We're going to have to do some things that Alistair doesn't like if we all sit
hold
around
on. Why
here
are you
trying
two
to meet
deciding
his...
we bring Catriel because you want to get paid? There's only reason we're bringing her so you two can collect some coin.
And if we sit around here trying to meet every demand
what's
on your
wrong with
checklist,
that?
we'll never move from this spot.
What's wrong with that?
Kane, you do actually hear a little voice inside your head. Now might be the time to let the others talk it over.
What is this voice in my head?
It's Alistair. I'm your conscience now, Kane.
Guess I stop and just kind of cross my arms and let.
All I'm saying is that adding any extra person is more risk that something happens to the scepter, and that's not worth any amount of coin. I saw what this thing could do, and it controlled me. I had no way to resist it. There was nothing. It was just a compulsion that I felt I had to follow.
I agree with Alistair.
Is the voice still telling me not to talk?
You feel a so if you're contributing something novel, then no.
Okay, so you trust Lana to hold on to it, right?
Yes.
We all are also going to be there to make sure that the scepter makes it from point A to point B and is destroyed. We're asking is that we bring Cat along as a witness. We can all watch Cat. We're Cat's way out of the faith line.
You feel the voice reassert itself, trying to get you to calm down.
Fallon looks over at Colleen and Halael and says, do the two mute elves have anything to say?
I still think we should donate it to the academy.
How much are you getting for this scepter?
How much
Remind me.
am I getting for this scepter? No.
10,000 gold.
You, Kane, give me a charisma saving throw.
What? Again?
Yep.
Hey, 13.
Wait, I have to do some math real quick. Before you know, well, remember you're at -4.
Yes, 13.
So before you know what you're doing, you blurt out 30,000 for destroying it and 150,000 for handing it over.
I thought it was 10,000, and I kind of look back to both of you.
It was. It was. It really was.
I just look at Fallon like, I don't know.
See, now I feel like you've lost even more ground in this conversation.
And I feel like you're trying to bully me to your way of thinking.
I'm trying to make sure we destroy a dangerous artifact, and I don't want to bring anyone along that I don't trust. And you two are starting to make that list, but I haven't gotten there yet.
I say you're on my list.
Colleen trusts her. We'll keep an eye on her, and Lana will have it. And Lana's fucking badass.
I'm of Alistair's opinion that, well, yeah, I think we should just deal with this thing, get it. I don't like the staff being around longer than it has to be.
That's
I'm just worried that it could fall into the wrong hands again.
Where is this portal at?
Very long
Lana?
time already.
Lana says, well, we'd have to go up the northwest side of the country. It's in the Dragonborn territory. That being said, I should clarify, I don't actually know how to get rid of this thing yet, and although I think there are Fae powerful enough to do it, relying on them is treacherous as well. Their motivations are not predictable.
So they might just take it from us.
What I'm suggesting is that I should take a little field trip by myself and try to identify trustworthy aid.
As long as you leave the scepter here, it's fine.
Well, there is that.
It's a science.
I think that boat's that ship is sailed clean.
Fallon says, I have a bag of hiding where it can be stored until we can decide what to do.
I would rather it be with Lana than with you.
And I would rather it not be out
Of course you would. Of course you would.
But the last time we found what we thought was the scepter, you tried to make me bark like a dog.
And all my evil prowess was on display. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
She looks at you, Lana looks at you, Alistair, and says, Ali, do you not trust the people you're traveling with?
No, he doesn't. He really doesn't.
I mean, we just found out they lied to us. So
Trust
my
me,
confidence
buddy.
is waning. I trust some of them, and
OG team no hit.
I
she
don't
looks
think
at
that
her-
Fallon's motives are nefarious.
I say, you want the truth? Here's the truth. I just met you. I was offered a lot of money, and Kane convinced me to convince you guys it was $10,000.
Did I
So-
convince him? Hold on, did I convince him?
So you're telling me that I should trust you now, even though you haven't trusted us enough to come clean about it since then?
Our motivations for this are money.
Well,
Agreed.
you
Yes.
don't,
But
there's no winning with you. I
The
don't
end
think
goal-
telling you then and now would have made a difference.
see, Alistair, the end goal is the same. The scepter is be destroyed. We just want to make some money for it.
The means to the end matter, Kane. They always have. That's what you never understood.
What are the main? We're going with your plan, with a slight addendum.
I
You
said
know,
I
I'm
don't.
just gonna
I
make
don't,
jokes
Lana,
about
think
the
that
rod being in my
Fallon.
pants the whole time. I'm not gonna want to take it out.
I don't think that Fallon's motivations are nefarious. I just don't think that he's necessarily the most responsible person I know.
So we let Lana hold on to it during the journey to destroy it.
Well, she's about to just said she has to leave
yeah,
on her own.
she's got to take
Well,
a
but not
one-person trip.
Our own. Leave it with the group. Any of us can hold on to it if it makes you happy.
I
But
have
we
a
just put it in the
suggestion.
bag of hiding. And one of us was bag of hiding.
Oh, wait a minute. Actually, let me think about that. Never mind. She doesn't say that. Trying to think of a mutually trustworthy party here. I have a suggestion, says Lana.
I was honest with Lana. Let's
I mean, give
remember
it to
that.
Halil.
Yeah.
Halil's the most neutral of the party.
I mean, I would trust Halil with it.
So while Lana's doing her thing, Halil holds on to it while it's in the bag of hiding. And then
I mean,
we wait.
Halil, do you want that responsibility?
I can accept it if everyone's happy with it.
I'm thrilled.
I can hold on to it.
You
Okay.
are doing it to science. All right.
Lana
You're not holding
reaches behind her, unhooks a clasp, and then sort of both hands pulls the scepter out and holds it out to you, Halil.
I will take it.
And what I would say to you, Kane, is that if you've made it honest that your intentions are greed-driven, and you've just told us that handing it over to somebody else, including the people Catriel works for, pays you 5 times as much as destroying it, I don't know that your motivations will stay to destroy it if what you want is the money.
Kane, you
My
feel Kane,
place in this-
hold on a sec. You feel one more little nudge inside your mind. It's not a compulsion. You can do with it what you want. But it says, apologize, Kane.
Okay. Sorry for the initial lie. You had made your interest in money known, and I've been trying to make a little bit extra. But my place in the group is more important than the extra money. But I still like to make some money while I'm with the group. So if you guys want to destroy it, I'm fine with destroying it. But I would like to make some coin off of it. I do apologize for lying.
I'll turn to
I'm
Lana.
trying to improve upon that. You know, today's been full of truths already so far, and it will continue. You'll see.
Lana, how long do you need to sort this out?
Says, well, I'll need to take a trip up the coast in order to find the point where the planes connect. And then, I can't say, I'll need some days to investigate around. You can imagine the knowledge of how to destroy an artifact like this isn't easy to come by.
Are you sure you have to go completely alone?
It'll be less conspicuous.
I talked, as I told you when I arrived here, the reason I knew that the agents were around was I received a letter. And now that you have revealed some more to me, I can tell you and to the rest of you that I was contacted by Mab on our way here. And I wonder that, I mean, obviously she's not probably a huge fan of yours. I just worry for your safety is all.
I see. Well, she's contacting you. She clearly knows something. I would say, look.
Anybody here know something?
I'm sorry?
So, here's what I'm thinking. I obviously have no idea what it was. It seemed like you all were in town on some other errand. There was that one, Anya, I believe, who you initially came with. So, I guess what I need to know is, how important is that one relative to this one? Are you looking to abandon that? In which case...
Oh, actually, you know, the
What are
scepter
we talking about?
Remember originally when you came to Dale's Harbor, you were planning on going to the Tower of Innis because you were called there.
Oh yeah, the orcs and stuff.
Yeah. So that was the that neatly coincided with trying to track down the scepter. But that was your original plan, was to go on with Anya. And basically what Lana is saying is she knows you were originally coming with something else. She thinks that she can try to inconspicuously investigate on her own and then try to link back up with you some way afterward. But if you're set on trying to see this through together, then she's saying she's amenable to that.
Okay, two things. One,
by the way, I'm just going to let you know, out of game, we're close to the time when I'd normally quit. It will be vastly helpful for my preparation, though, if we make a decision before ending.
And we need to decide whether or not we're going to go to see the orcs or whether we're going to go deal with the thing.
Well, I think it's just whether we go with Lana or let her on her own.
I mean, also, you're confident in your sister's abilities and of being inconspicuous and whatnot.
I mean, I was also... I think that you may have misunderstood, sister. I wasn't suggesting maybe that we would all go with you.
Oh, what were you suggesting?
But that if need be, I could go with you.
Oh, I see. Well, initial reaction to that is if Mab has her eyes on you, it might only make things more dangerous for me.
That's probably fair. I don't know how. She told me that my service to her was lifted. I didn't realize I was in her service to begin with, but I suppose that's something of the Fae's way, right?
Your service to her was lifted? Interesting.
Yes.
Did you make any deals?
Not as far as I know.
Give me an intelligence check.
Huzzah!
Turns out Alistair sold his soul.
I mean, I guess I agreed to help Latticeira move the stone.
That's what I'm referring to.
Oh. I'm actually, this is why I'm telling you guys all of this in front of them, so that you guys, Alistair no longer has a secret. I mean...
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I mean, thinking
No longer has a secret. Now
The
that you
only-
made a point about it. Secrets.
the only thing I can think of, the only thing I was tasked to do was to deliver a box somewhere, and then I woke up in a field, and that's where I met you, Hillel.
Oh. Huh. Good old times.
I'd like to make a few points real quick. I think I think you investigate on your own while we go handle this other large thing. While we hold on to the scepter in the bag of hiding. Would be a decent idea. Especially if someone here knows sending as a spell.
Nope,
I can
haven't
give
had
her one
time
of our
to
message
down there yet.
stones. Clean, can I
Yeah,
have that
so
other
we can-
message stone? Do you
I'm
mind?
sending. I just need 50 gold and some time to do it.
Oh, I figured we could give her the message stone, and that would keep us in
That's-
contact.
That's fine.
I take the other message stone from Colleen and give it to Lana.
Okay.
So now we have a way to communicate instantly. As soon as you find something, you can tell us. And then we can decide where to proceed from there after we meet up. Also, second, I mentioned this to Johan, but I realized he probably didn't have time to convey it to the rest of the group. But remember that dwarf city?
Yeah.
Jernheim?
Yeah, it apparently got fucked by a demon army a couple days ago.
That's a very descriptive, Kane.
Well, there's a bunch of refugees in Tindas.
There's also a lady present.
Well, there's a couple, but
He can
I'm
say
sorry.
fucked.
I
Fuck,
apologize.
fucking, fuck or fuck.
We're on a boat.
Whoa.
I mean, we are sailors.
Was that it? Was that in game? I mean, I say clean earmuffs.
Oh,
I-
sorry, Colleen.
I don't know what earmuffs are.
But
I guess I do, but
yeah, there's a bunch of refugees in Tindas from the city, and there's talk of demons and whatnot. So that happened. Like 3
Well,
days.
that doesn't
2 days ago.
necessarily mean that something happened, though. They could just
I mean,
be...
when a bunch of refugees are coming from a major city, something's happened to the
They could
city,
have
right?
evacuated because of what we told them.
Yeah. Could just be
I mean,
cautious preparation.
I'm just making
if that's
sure
the
you
truth,
guys
then
know.
we could head back to Jernheim instead of going to the Tower of Innis.
I'm just making sure you guys know before I forget to tell you again, because I will forget.
That's-
That's why I told Johan, but I realized he probably didn't have time to convey that message since.
I wonder if he's going to be as blessed as you.
So have we all
Who's the better-
basically to move on to the orc thing?
I think we go to Tower of Ennis, maybe put out some feelers about what happened at the dwarf city. But for now, we go to Ennis because we can go from Ennis to the city. So
Okay. My only caution is this. It seems like, well,
We still have to decide what to do with the two downstairs, especially the Dragonborn knows we have the scepter.
are we against killing them?
Yes.
Yes.
Just okay, making sure right now before we get further into this.
Well,
Can we just get over to Anya?
so I think first we might consider questioning them ourselves, but well, and she sort of sighs. Yes, I suppose that's probably the next topic of conversation. And the camera pans out over the scene as the weary cameraman is like, they're still trying to figure shit out. And that is where we will end for tonight.
Oh, and we need the last whisper. Alistair, bark like a dog.
Good night, everybody.
All right.
On that